Yenna Yedima ono, one of the Ansah, once one to me, sorry, Emma, and then your friend home care plus. Mamma, Fayen, you did not be good came with Eddie Abu. No one now went to me at all. Samson Panamicano, Eddie Wako be Aya Sabia, as I go to Yadiasim, Media Wako Yadiano, Yasoson, Anko, and no many man sanum, and also Ansah, winner be beyond one. I'm Augusta Wobre, the part of Fayen, Aya 0 2 4 3 9 8 3 9 0 6 0 2 4 3 983 906 and 0261 651 898 0261 651 898. But my dear Faye, ya didn't be ever with you. Now one of ama word to me at all. I will say Yenny and Yama entertaining to tell some come. After we did ye, and one of them, and we told Faye and Yanino, Yababu, our South so. Our friends so ambulance service, yeah, Juma, our Greenfield, Yasia, Messia Mumqua, and Docono, last of Ansah Junction. Our friend Training, Abia, Moya Ansah, sorry, and I'm in the Kwabena, and now we see your Macam Wabon. Some person by your screening, and Mamma, Nina, the Jumam, and we say, Nipa, Yadi, Yadamo, a better banner, and I said, we need to go to me a check-up, Ellen, and we did Anna Greenfield, the screenings from Kwa, Yaji, the big kid will be, Yadi, I will tell you on the side, the Yadi and the energy of so, not what you are not dancing, and into the sun water, Yadiana, a Dawson, the Madia Fana screening, young Famasa, so, Nayamfa, Emma, Messia, 2018. Anybody from Enamroka say, Enam with my pa Yapo, and we're born certain, and in your mobile year class intro, Emma was body a yachero, and Yasa Ketua, Messi Madia Faye, Yao Piatano, Yanu Bedroom Comanapa, Yasha Yefus, who did my audio friend, no man to Yanina, so Yamabo, Yanam Yabejaso, Yafan Tita, Yansaraso, Enco, Yerikano, Aya Bright Soldier Councils, Bright Soldier Councils. Minia Bama, and Mama, but one sunny Aaron Paso, Yawa Egono, Ebiana Kronabo Season, Ebiana Mamma Juni Padiaboso, and now Sama, Anna Edinoyam, Bamadiano Bright Soda Councils, Ebe Yadia so, Ama, Emojano, Entino, at Madu of Frisani Yom Kama, now it is impossible, Juma, Oba Maisate, and Abba, Yabiam Casa, Sakasa, Bama, and then it's a wood, no will and I will try to tell you about Wabaka, so we are Brahma and what any say. Robert, you may ever said before, I'm in Yachi and Middle, and Anatomo, Nadia, but a proper chair, and what for, and what for enemy, and to me, Abame, Mamadia Bright, Soda Councils attack, not Enumbi, now, Mamma, some Enquire, Aaron Paso, one of the side door, ya, won't come on some man with your bum. Now what to us about you say? Now man will offer more from Oba. After many bounce our think Katira. One of Brian Soda Councils at a young pager, a bantam. Would you share them on left arm? One who saw put at yourself. Our right, Roman Panaso, I had a bright soldier councils. You take one of Ansah. After bright Gallic brass councils. Said one man. A boost immune system. I had drawn some qua, Gallic and Guilford, so Yatimusio. Yeah, you're dealing at the amount. It will be a banner Burma. And let's see the system. Emma, your dear Johnny, any free pediatric offense, Emma was skin at your discipline, and you cholesterol, every pediatric, and some of the blood sugar. Maybe I want to win dinner. But by one bright Gallic brass capsules and slogans, and it can add your constipation. Anyway, no mustard will be. Na ebe sectors and the biako kama woni na so obanum bemanum woni kai enu sadwe make Gallipas Council na enyi na woni fi problem ya no ni soja councils na kan na ma empaso ayede awusia enwe baby etu no ton any baby etu no makomakom and never forget one Sabbath be to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you get, last of Ansah Junction. I want to say that I want you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose This job is not about knowing it all. It's about listening, example. I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to ask. I didn't think that was what you will clap. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us leave with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open.
This had been its guiding purpose when it was founded in 1920 at the end of the world. Hundreds of thousands of commercial flights take off and land every day. Libraries have been digitized so that volumes of literature can exist on a small device small enough to fit inside your pocket. We live in a world of cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, social media, the internet and its dark hidden dungeon of the dark web, all of which carry a potential threat to global peace and security. Climate change is real, and we're fighting a losing battle against the loss of Maldives and other island nations to the rising sea level, against the loss of Timbuktu to desertification and the Amazon forest to global warming and deforestation. Madam President, the UN Founding Charter is outdated when it comes to implementation in this August assembly. The most powerful post-World War II nations are still being rewarded with an almost totalitarian guardianship over the rest of the world. And yet, the first sentence in Chapter 2, Article 1 of the UN Charter declares that the organization is based on the principle of sovereign equality of all its members. If this were true, and was the case, a continent as large as Africa, with its numerous UN member states, would have at least one permanent seat on the Security Council. Furthermore, we believe that veto power should not be restricted to only 5 nations, nor should it be absolute. There must be a mechanism in this House for the General Assembly to challenge a veto. No single nation should be able to exercise an absolute veto to serve its own interests with a dispute. In 1995, during the 50th anniversary of the United Nations, Nelson Mandela stood in this very spot, and he said, the United Nations has to reassess its role, redefine its profile, and reshape its future. So today, Madam President, we stand here in this exact spot and ask the Lord, if not now, then when? We demand not only
that you can join the feed live on Facebook. I Accra 100.5 FM. On YouTube, you Accra FM 100.5. Listen to Drew is here. Jimlat Mohammed are joining in live on Facebook. Dixon Dagadu, I see you. Nana Kofi Ahin Kingsley are joining. Thomas Obey, I see you. Hopefully the Lali is here. Paula Menesoji, Patrick Hemingway. Lydia Blazer is here. Chante Aido Sadeka, Rene Lopez, Amuzu de Love, Vicente Draw. That's how we do it. Nana Kofi, Nana Safi Emmanuel is also here. How can I see you? Your friend, calling the powers of ancestry. David Semeko Nouveau, Jabba Gabaski, Bebacho roll call when the assassin and join the feed live on a 100.5 farm. Rudolph otherwise here. Oba no wash your feed number. Aya. Yeah. That's right. Where you are there? October was with that tossing, you know. I think Penny are doing me away. Indeed, and I love to Dako Ghana, my customer for in here. I am the voice for the voiceless, the gatekeeper of this nation. And first the PSC in Crack Crusade. Commander Bohama. Kwabena Bobie, Ansah Obia, here salute. 7 years old. Citizen so hot. Bad like never before. Okay. And I do have a better free person. But tonight when you say I'm a cow said duty in the event because I do not endorse. But measure that focus of a crowd or who hear me. And you be a better by we be a Mekoswat and the Diatra Bino. A by way one tenant, he into a bino. If you just say, be how the minute it was a binding one, you're pointing out to the bino. So largely I'll be focusing on Ora today. And Attorney General, Menu Komaka, why? Mofa, Office of the Special Prosecutor. Now I won't country Mira, Kisia Jabe, send it on Pacoya Bintaso. Menu comment, Mimikram, free clutch, we might be able to say.
Of filters.
A young woman for Philica.
And the resulting implicit
but I established its but Party and may you be
organizations founding
UN
members, and quite frankly,
one of our jobs
that it was
officially inclined. But then I
mentioned earlier,
sir, baby, you may clear by you. Out is one against na ene meko Greco na matwe abano adwene esibibi so me you be adine na me nkasa kwa me kasa na me wonia me ka me kasa ka ndi ebe dine so be nyame utu ebe dine. It's one very important area, party, and the Mekono. Now, Kratchi this one, what pet saw ye New York mayor. Meaning say money more Kratchi no, you had not to a sergeant for Kwame Kuma, oh, Bruni Vita. Meaning so, oh, on the picture. Fatos Mami, no more man, Kratchi. And maybe I'm stopping here to project this because I'm an Nkrumahist. So some of these things I'll not let it pass. Maybe some who say Ghana, it be so move Nkrumah. Ye Kresu, ye the Nkrumah to Abrofu Bimpo. One of the honor. Zuran Kwame, you didn't know. One was born a tie. We colors of school. We read an air wine. Wine, that kind of wine. Masa wenya pepo. Pepo. Eh. Dey pe na ka yadi we waka wen nkura mabo me se mama party. I was the board pepo be say no. Both of mine too. wine the a bit my pass and I Nana ya BG. Yes, from blood of Jesus. Bra, who calabain. But much more, you need to come, go if you tie down. Wine. Now, pepper, no, the internal pepper, and only flavor. Only difference between wine and pepper. Ah, party. A woman said, maybe new colors, but wine quite the meaning, pepper the meaning. Then the colors here they say. But it's serious. If a whole party producer to catch and say, wine your pepper. No. Huh? Oh, mommy, bright. Me, oh, my guy, Minka. I into a wine, we're wine. Ended on Zoran Kwame Mandani, New York's rising mayor candidate, named after Kwame Nkrumah. You go all over Africa, you go all over the globe. You were a titri a dooma out of Sergeant for Kwame Nkrumah. He remains that outstanding creature I'll call Ethiopia. African Union edificer, Mr. Tusiwo. We have not celebrated Nkrumah enough as a people. Because the worth of a surgery for Kwame Nkrumah, by now you have reverted to his 7 years development plan. Nkrumah is a foundation for our country in terms of early days, or if like latter day, I should say, politics. Or surgery for Kwame Nkrumah konkoding. Amene yenya family edi bade se oni kuno se waye plan be at one the 7 years development plan of Osajifwa. By now and we are feeding on it on my amunya ni swadi hono. A country with that vision. Are you serious? Maybe someone say, what is the current vision for Ghana? Minka John Mahama Jumura vision and only President Mahama personal vision. Big push. President Mahama personal vision. I am talking of the vision of our country. Ghana, in the next 20 years, we don't have some. Because John Mahama won. Over here, 40 years development plan. Sabrina Newman Thompson. And a National Development Planning Commission. They say, oh no, let's go back and create a proper vision for our country. We cannot always allow, say, Ubiaba, not the personal vision about. Or copy nice truncated, no different person about, no so the vision about, or no so copy nice truncated. We cannot afford. See a big mini or Mesa. We should have a long-term vision as a country. NBC bar, I don't have a first. MPP bar, I don't have a first. Woman the first to look at saying how you're going to fulfill that national policy agenda. Then we are moving somewhere. Is it over? No intro, make the news. You understand what I'm saying? To make so many vision, you need to do. There be a mechanic. Even though I could find my brother. One district, one factory, it should be incorporated. It should be a vision on a national, because a fantastic policy. Every district should have a factory in this nation. Every district. Can you imagine if Anka someone constituency $1 million no san committee ni the adwuma scanom chedi? Can you imagine what $1 million at the end of 8 years $8 million would do for a constituency? Unfortunately, no. Sloganeering, political mantra. See any journey there, baby. We continue to eulogize Osajifo, Kwame Nkrumah. Obodina yadena tuno. Oluna nimfuni edahui. Oba Facebook na washe jumedie no amayin. Na afikra ana yitu. Eni anom bi so adwani yen. Godwin Daniel Abba. I'm say enyum na mebo na ebebrebe. Meba mamo. Why? I'm say na the leader blessed dey. Jamlet one who abaji class prefect no. Adwuma wo ye wa no. Richard Akwa. O say wo hwe free Dubai. Aisha Ahmed, I was waiting for you, me. Fantastic, you're here. Joseph Dolabenu, you're here. Thank you for joining the feed. Kwachi Kwajo is also here. Diabo, I see you. More fire. But Yantia, the filling stations. What's that? Terasia. this set of people, we love us so much. The filling stations. But Bobie, can you mention some names? Filling stations need to say Goya, Total, Shell. I don't know, I didn't hear him. Goya, I don't Goya. Boy, be on Goya. Oh, maybe some of the crowd. Benap, and Evo, Unity Oil, Anna Zen. Oh, we quite the Facebook for Momo, Momo boy, filling stations need the money. And I cash oil. Oh, Star Oil. Maka Unity Oil. Allied, yeah, Maka Allied. Party, we not can go to for a power. Go winning stations in Bakakan. Eh? What's it? Eh? Onwa boy, your man. Pako Samoyo, and no any ho. Facebook for Ndabwame. Facebook for Mumwame with some of the filling stations. Yeah, or your marketing companies, no. Na yambo mudin chow. So across all the filling stations, Amuti and Yadamase, so of course trotro stations, taxi ranks, Parliament of Ghana, Anna Presidency, Flagstaff House, Obuti and Pa, Kwani Asufu Chamo, Officer Hodro, Obuti Ufi, Monsu Yadamase. Good afternoon to Dako. Good job for Mother Ghana. God bless you. I'm listening to you from during Ghana. Winnie Joseph, also good afternoon, bro. Watching you from UK. Party, UK. Okay, UK. Yeah, my visa. Say, where are you going? Say, I'm going to UK or the big team, so 5 years. Now I'm going to UK. Bra, 3 months growing UK. Very well. Jamlet was it a Minkai, was it Nana please? Total, okay. Zain, Goyo, Star Oil. Okay, Dixon, Nagadu say Puma. Dixon Nagadu say Puma filling station. But not to fail for Momo why. Filling stations are how do I do petrol, ne diesel, ne gas filling stations, Momo body. We just want to acknowledge them. Na yen chow. And it be this uncommon. But I say me catch us say enema buying na de me bahane. Ora come only some minority political groupings be and so I presser. Na ene ye be home ha connected with this oral thing and send am kind attorney general na meni will become many office of the special prosecutor will become because I buy with mumpenny for the brady position tin send one moment to minka otuda akomeka because men sure my band yanko position Ghana for bre abandada no ana wo to something to abama aban we enti adepa bia moye bia ye beka nya ese mo hwe machiri yi isanse ni witwa sanim se na chiachia no eno so ye betrentrem ene awie yi na ye betrentrem because say we dey mo ya fom kwan nkyere ndi si aban mo ya fom na no kro we ese meka is better meka no kra kire na be time me so be bo adachi since I will be a praise singer, a stooge and a puppet. Now as I may crown, oh yeah, so I'm fayi, not that be a how. No, I'll tell you the truth. Na abwa na enema akoye. That is how we should do it. And bit me abwa na Ghana, etimi afa into my pefra. But let me start from a year Gridco. Yinisa and Komoi. Me patro fa a year pensions. To paraphrase, pensions act no etosumami. Now we know some deductions and note anomaya. But also Ghana no your compulsory retirement. Now your compulsory retirement no it was some do one or retire. Okay, you say stations may be a good day, be a Pacific. It be a engine filling station. It be a French oil. Okay. Very well. Okay. Thank you. If you do 16 years, now you are by man. It can say okwa homojimu. Chinchinachi. Ese oko. Chinchinachi by force. Ese oko. Now, before that, and also. Your voluntary retirement I don't see it possible. And the chance from age 55. Oh, age 55. I don't know, a voluntary retirement could see 60 years. But Shenyamawi, compulsory retirement near at age 60. Voluntary workers can retire voluntary at age 55 or older, but this provides a reduced pension. So voluntary retirement no one move 60 years now. Can who say o pension no sanka one cedi now benya every month? It be about 80 pesos. Me ba cho nya make a note as here. Obu onu mu adwuma oye no very hazardous. Na che say e bi bitimi ko ntɛm one call retirement ntɛm a e bitimi ya ha no ani ade. We share security services with the on retirement in here. But largely when we talk of public sector workers, what you would cry should be 60 years. Na Simon Ranika Abura Abai a taking over during the transition period. And a chief of staff and in Penyophobia Aka, even the president declared. So all extend it obi bia 1 year 60 years na yamano contract or extend any other contract emano na wakasi su bia say so with the 60 years what ye ko na yema emabunu no bi information. Now there are conversations going on sanka yempeja compulsory retirement every 60 to 65 years. Whether or not the Pensions Regulatory Act will be amended to suit that policy is in the future in Ruho. It's a young Ruho near dead and the now enano me ko Greco because Mura or Greco or quantity for penny umrasun or to the ready. And I have said several times on these airwaves. Say obi bia wan ye ne se e wa ban we mu me otudako me you were the radio so Ansah na me papa President John Dramani Mahama aka kire owura Callistus Mahama the executive secretary say Kaliai for pen no for CB paso ne yinedi otudako ne Greco kwancha for penia me do din betuga me wadi and making a bebaso because you cannot flout the laws of our country. And never go fear Yajuma and Yakokrafonanti. Burning enough. There are a lot of youth in the house. And it's not as if we say, a Juma no Nikuneyan, or no one what the mental capacity or specific acumen are with me there, Sedgman. A big case, an appointment no nya no krano. Appointment no shall say in February because no one must extend the man. It's a buy way by Ghana, you work and pay my political party. Yeah. So when the park the 60 years, so with the 60 years, the person must embark on retirement. Maybe I fa letter a final retirement notice. I a trokoma sapa pay yetoso. Na Mr. Mark Ewaba. So also only 60 years, he should bring his document to challenge me. Na no to dako. Na me should produce the date of birth. And you see, yeti krompa me drakra me yes story we say. But would you believe say? And this is bad transition led by Chief Julius Debramo Ebeka say enkrofo no mo from adwuma mu no nto mo Ansah enye so mo enye adwuma mo adwuma ba mo nto mo enti obi bia ye be fa before the 7th of December say enkrofo no nyina be kan ya reverse appointment no dodo no nyina e ma wokọ minia Erika J NEIP NEPA already the whole class or sake workers ni nyina ka say mo say Ansah apply for adwuma foforo. It will interest you to know, say, and Crofobbe Honma, your form before the 7th of December. I buy way and I say, all Montomo. Papa Tintinati, knowing his association allegedly with MPPT or Basso first microphone with you. No more bread, John Mohammed, you know me. Say woman can I catch them? No cry back up. You can't tell me say you hate John Mahama, you hate NDC policies, but say NDC ni John Mahama na o ta omu wini power. O person di mu adodie. Ma omu e di John Mahama any NDC echi no omu di enye. When the more to that journalism just suroko. Kabi, who to feel that would forget it and promote idea should be mashada. Make no crack now. No credit any man this any man people no cry and then no cry is that what's the name Pedro Mahama o company tiano. Also on pen DC o company TNDC. Obi so on your Pedro Mahama or pen DC. Na NDC ni Pedro Mahama na winia. Wa on Pedro pesa unya position room. Na wo e Pedro Mahama no echi no ndo unya position yenye. No cry na making. Obi ntumsa enhia na busuifo. Na ka cry there when your position kakra. And when I say you have no relationship with MPP, I don't care. Ghana, MPP, and this woman like Ghana for. But the point is that what the 16 years we were proceed on retirement. If you know, sack letter, now you are the Greco, who was a mannequin, or Rabba, now you are the coffee opium. And wait at the tip of the iceberg. Don't dare me. Don't dare me. In my field of journalism, when Casa Bueno Creda, we be oh, the trace to Daco. You will never get one simple case. Oh, yeah, just one. I just did one case. Nyama make a true police statement. Hey, I mean, no hopes that very case. I don't know. It's because they wanted to hear the side of my story. On the entire hopes in Canada, say, I'm going to dynamite during some elections. I said. And then this is for no one did Bahamas, no one how do you for? And then you go to a lot of institutions. And this is for the brilliant CEOs. I'm sorry to say, maintain people, maintain any political party, but they were chairman of the bomb way. MPP for and this is CEOs in Russia, and then this is for no brand, no crowd, almost a monka, me catch them. And this boys, and this guest, goofy, no human yet. But go to institutions. You have NDC CEOs superintending over masses of MPP workers. I don't have a problem because they are Ghanaians. But the point is that it's better to work with people who believe in your ideology and people who will sing your song. Not people who undermine you. Not people who will usurp your powers. Now can't I say? But anyways, me remember joining tomorrow. I no crack on to buy because my imagine say NDC for me can no crack on pa. Me NDC ni panyin me can tell say buy and hey me can no crack now. Me need man nyanhwe hand for bianco so position. I'll tell you the truth. Because amamu hoy akwai se damn it wo. No directly no. Uhum sa obekwa kroma. Eso wo awoto no. E bia na fo wani so. What's the number for a panel picture? Antoso. The person by yes, woman. It's the person by yes, but the papa no penny once a more. You could control for penny no. Some penny once a more. May say the time was so. In 60 years, the time was on 15th of June. My main can't let a nicka. And the can't let her now. What about yes here? Mr. Mark Ewaba, Director, Corporate Strategy. Through Chief Executive Taba, dear sir, final retirement notice, and in line with public sector's service, and the public sector, say over final time of your final letter. We wish to formally advise that you will be attaining the age of 60 on June 15, 2025. If I tell you how I had this letter, 2025, in accordance with Article 12(9)(a) of the conditions of service for senior staff in the company, you will be due for compulsory retirement on that date. Accordingly, your service to the company will come to an end from June 15th, 2025. Pate, yo June. Ufri June ma command bay. July. Ufri July akwai. August. Ufri August akwai. Ufri September akwai. Papa not worry. And I say, what's my books? Dom level crowd here, you're changing the key, dom level. He must go. What is he doing there? Dom level or Kwabena are changing the key. What kind of life is that? And you see, but Mammy thinks him. Sir, more NDC from penny for no, more be a political entrepreneurs. You are aiding a conform. You are warned. You are warned. NDC from penny for Nibia. Move your government, you madam who political entrepreneurs. You're leading Crawford and cut on body. So look, don't dare some of us. Don't dare some of us. Because we are not here to joke. If you are in this government to joke, people like us are not here to joke. Don't dare some of us. But a general secretary tape no hand kaboma Fifi Kweti. And I'm gonna make general secretary of NDC and a carrier. Say what Bonia phobia honor and what MPP more by now they should have been punished. But NDC for one be the Apple patch out because of kickback. You don't care about the fine much of our country. You think Ghanaians voted for you to come and joke? Hey, Jumba don't Dramani Mahame. I say Bonachidom. For so long a time, your president be saying that. Minkaso mo abetram no enya no betimi aye wamanya no beti but or president or wakuba emma on manche be say for so long a time you nebi. And then if yes you know about John Dramani Mahamadin. Yen trase men krofo kakra bi message on Mahamadin. Yen trase madwuma pa John Dramani Mahama no we sweep it in the mud because of the selfish interest of some few people. Like how? Ube komwa papa ya mikena sewi. Se so bi achi ne file eko pacha ewa bankesim. Ube komwa. And we have a lot of people who are in the previous administration or retire, but they are still working and then this is for Nugufi. One of my president in the Korea. And yeah, you must no to me shas me shadanya me nya hotamo. Because I love John Mahama so much. I will not be that person to discredit John Mahama's administration. But I dare be a best sign up pine, I'll point it out. And Greco, Sabapana Mabonidino, now you were missing Hobio. Just wait for your letter and check Callisto's bachelor among. And Obi be awarded 60 years. Our attending compulsory retirement in the public sector. I'm going to fish all of you. All of you are going to go out. Nipa via school be breast if you are Brave school to fear, Gokra for the Fedwani Adan. Obasu Wagmane Mugabe with Mugabe. Say by Yanso. What is that? Abrabana. What did defeat to my first year the 60 years? I'm running a corner been last Uya. That's all rubber. And then me more to football. Oh, Greco. Or let Anam de Tosono. Don't tell me again. Pack your things, don't go to that office. Don't go there. Just wait for your letter from the president. Article 1 clause 1 of 1992 Constitution was a sovereignty comes from the people. I am mimi to me. And I'm a pony kakrama John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama is supposed to be my servant. I am mimi to me. And to me, I'm a man to me. Me see my you the letter free papa noa me to abanema no obetrama to his secretary. Na one more so we adwuma no enye bi nse sabi ye no ne say na amen but this party and some way in terms of jobs no dey I am a car metombo kakra because ebi mu go so ka early days but you're 9 months and me person me ma buy the benefit of the doubt. You're saying 10 months October 10. Oh, but say in front say president about 7 January. Okay, say January 10 months. You need excuse me until you say 10 months. Mr. President, you look at the national picture, huh? But CEOs are hold on, MCs are hold on, MPs. especially among NDC me, please take care of your grassroots. So I say we did be a catch them, me quite 20 times, make catch them 20 times. One of them could have problem. A very the shrenipa. A very the shrenipa. Me am it. Sabai we may not be free more. A run at the mammy. In Tanon say, me move come a casa watch them. Ask me, Moya Diana now point it out to you. Your people are groaning. Go to the grounds and see. Go to the grounds. I know some will be break course the doors into me fat, but the brains will returning messages. It's boys, the girls, no crowd make trouble. No, your grounds. Go to your constituency by constituency. Go to constituency by constituency. It's a slam. A Juma mobile fano. Have quota for your people. Then this is for you, the only a Ghana for. Have quota. And you'll be the becker. Have quota. MPP in your Juma Ghana. NDC in your Juma Ghana. And one is when your Juma now contribute to the gross domestic product of our country. Boys, the girls now. Mudium your campaign. This is the time to take care of them. This is the time to take care of them. Your diaspora for the Bromfra Bruchere, a buyer, best support partner, is the time to take care of them. I am 9 months, over 1 year. I am 1 year, over 1 or 2 years. I am 2 years. Now, Fiasu, and you will still be going back to these same people. These same people. These same people. Obu mo police, mo fani wa police mu. Obu o soldier, mo the soldier jumanye. So be sir, me dem ho ba for there. Me koku me wa magana so we zo ankobre. Soldier juma, enye wu juma. Na fani ko ye wu juma so a, eno so obre. Me ntimase o. Me na me dem ho na me se me pese me ofa me ho. Entoko ba me koku me ho. Eno so be metua bribe. I'm not saying this government is taking bribe, please. I'm saying say no, I just say be on the park on bread and send wa kuremu ana. It doesn't make sense to me. One more pen lessons, move from room. MCs create opportunities. Now your MC not work creative. MC be creative 1,000 jobs. And do you know how many people you are going to take? This is create opportunities. Mayors create opportunities. CEOs. There should be a deliberate plan, sir. CEO be a certain number of youth from NDC because owner a support to a buying money by power. Don't no one imagine say your father for us and we Ghana so be a Ghana. Maybe compromised. I love Ghana. Untimi nkase muna ase MP bi no mabese no mo de wo ba no ba ni yi enti mo de da bia mo ba ni yi no bia bese no mo ya na mo bedi no ma from wadi na mo krofo abwasansa. Look, NDC I'm not sure say they can count 100 people every years in NDC. And yeah, from where? Because they don't empower their people, unlike MPP. That is I am telling you this. Empower your people. The grassroots, branch executives, branch members, constituency executives, take care of them. What's that? And I say, I say fake police uniform near there. What's I say? They can't break you, and so you're going to it's near me, bra penny brother fee. But also say you have about 12,000 soldiers will say why and 13,000, 12,000, whatever. Me brother, me sound where I am appealing. NDC funds for Ghana for 40% should go to NDC. No back as an obey. Go to the country and say on pendis, on Pedro Mahama. No be on the appendix of Pedro Mahama by any buyer. Was on your father for on your dear father for. MPP they came and they empowered their people. Huh? Will be a bad pound, will be a canny. No way. MPP let us Rebecca because you know which I'm fit with the Bomwa and Yeshi. Pate, Mammy fan feel on and at the end this in the bomb super. In fact, Mammy can't NDC because there's difference between NDC and the government machinery. Where dear, my friends in young Papa Junos the Brasso, they could do house or Flagstaff. Hold on, Meko. But no more quite so many, and many attorney general mum and the OSP women when the wikis. Office of the Special Prosecutor, Papa, not the same. He said, Jabin. Mepacho, I do not to be young fan to. Me, I did not come to Minsk West this afternoon. Or work is Jabin, if you are tired, put down the job. You appoint a different person. So I bring out to me yet. special prosecutor Bima, put the job down. We are not begging you. What kind of Kassabebre is that? Every day talk, every day presser, and what is that? And the audience and Lekonwa say Yamiadum, Amakofibua, they are overcoming this Galamsey thing based on and even though it is still topical. Galamsey and this Ura thing. Yahya, apparently you obey now we are saying about but with the fight of Galamsey, I know say Honorable Amakofibua is more than capable, and that fight will be won. But I see, let me case your aura. What's it? They didn't go. I'm not blame to make because on appointment. Yeah, appointment, you know. So what kind of crack when I've been young? President John Dramani Mahama, I kind of X-ray America. Okay, because in common Trump. Uncle some can say that John Dramani Mahama came. Says Uncle America mom, FI home as a pop. But what can America say? More restriction no crampono. Na Uncle first multiple miss I'm here 3 months. I feel restore. I didn't think that Donald Trump Uncle okay. Says yes, Macasano Crow through your president. Yeah, mobile US 1 month pay. And then we again here, we went to America with multiple visa up to 5 years, if not more. But on my way, as yes, so mediocre, so one more dinko phone concern as a promise. Even a dual run, one more dinko concern. They are the people they love. People who speak the truth, I won't promise them. But one more kind of question, let me do an acoso. Opa could be a large said, me be concerned, send it many time. Make us watch a larger said Wabunga. Nay, I said, about Bonajuma. The only time we'll be a make can be the actual larger said Wabunga said, me shall quote the person said, man, and the main time money, Mammy Coffee. Now, no crown to make catch the Pacosa Massa, who said, Jumano, when they make catch a gungo. Because me trust the demon word Jumanuma, there be a million daily bread, and the Mecca. But it's like, me jokers, we yes so me jokers so I concern for and yes so and yes I can create two for no young promise. We must change that nonsense of a narrative. Huh? I mean why? Office of the Special Prosecutor Kisei Javin the oh mama J the same crofo say Ufriga Biota da come on the ban the appoint until you have a link with Kenufuriata me nkase sanet but we have adding Mesa office, no. My holding the bread because of Uraku. Let me say it. What I say, he's an integral part of the office of the Special Prosecutor. But send here can echo, Massa. I am telling you people, you must sit up. The office of the Special Prosecutor, you are joking. You must sit up. Stop the comedy. You guys come and say, Mama come before the press briefing, and you think we just accept anything? 9 months into office, and you know what they do? They bring a lot of cases. W, but are you interested in them? In the cases of the other. Let me say, well, say, I let me follow a Mini, American, Kevin. Now, what's the say on my site? What's up, Pichano? About what more fantasy, me so gonna for me, but most fantasy money. On my site, Kenufuriata bag bonachi. I want no good dinner. Most of us say Kenufuriata will ready. I don't know about now. And the wife, I Kenufuriata wife. Papa, I must say, more young when the dear trolls and one. Sir, in the one have a kind of baby at all, baby too. And you papa the moon and says, or 2 more here for party be as you said, and you know when your stroke will be as soon as I want 2 more party be as Mr. President, in case you do not know, and in case they are always praising you, let me tell you one truth that depart from praises. Largely, we went to the polls on the 7th of December on a plethora of issues but the chief amongst why we voted you to ascend the reins of leadership largely hinges on aura. So, Mr. President, I am telling you, I am telling you, if your people are telling you, say, Bibia de Koyi, no, Yeremo, Atu forcing is forcing, Siama, Bank of Ghana, he's doing what chief of staff is everywhere, doing what he can do to help the government. Chairman, I say, do is also on the grounds, making sure the party's base is put together. Honorable Rikupoku Yene Juma, Bialebaba, Amakufibwa is on the field, making sure say Galamsey will be killed. Honorable Kujutra, Blackwa, fantastic man. Over Juma Waya, I mean, no size. Look, the guys are working. Sami Jemfi, Onyelo, Mr. President, all around here. Akronfonwa, yes, look, Mr. President, so we never when you know what you you have done nothing, I tell you. Now come to Facebook and see. Oyoba. I am the wife wrong. But I can afford telling the wife, US Abonteso, will be a so in 20 Magana. It's office of the special prosecutor, one or that I know. Or they can afford and I know that I know. Look, he said I've never met him, I don't care if I meet him. But I am saying, say, well, big deal, Mama John Hammer failing, I'll point you out. May you with him. You may hear you with the son of John and you with it. I Washington DC. Mama street number no. Washington DC, they say, what the America headquarters? Yes, sir. Greater Accra region. Can you feel telling me, Mamma? Just a 1 year review. Men are not so far on tower. By Facebook, all of the way. Ken Foriata, you say, Sabi, who any America, he's on the street of America. He's on the street of America. He's on the street. Come and see. Come and see. Come and see. Why is Pinuka most crabby? South is the other. No office, I just attended. What grade? Patent me pen women. No for picture women to so. But I couldn't give me somebody Photoshop. Where the street, I don't know how long. 30 another day. Oh, mama the streets where you may. And I'm more Facebook who's met man on the streets name. And you, the actual young call America, the intimate your fashion. New Hampshire, another Hampshire 1200. New Hampshire. Say Hampshire, you say. I even come the one come back Hampshire. We are tired of your brofo, Office of the Special Prosecutor. And Mr. Attorney General, who shall secretary and say, who they are gather evidence until we say over misfire. People like us supported you. Abranko for solidity, I say, and I watch channel. Otudaku, we stood our grounds and says, look, Attorney General, he is a fact person, and to a say, we have fact. But please, check. You cannot tell me for 9 months, we have 4 years. In fact, we have 3 years because last year near campaign season. It is every year put a more training for not just a more training per 3 average. Because you come 1 year, we probably can't put a match in a tomb. Meanwhile, simply as we campaign in opposition, say, MP before I come for. More so much say, never no can because some person MP before you come for, I didn't 9 months, if not 10 months into office. Want to meet you people back compound to you, and not Ghana for a somewhere. Say cases no draw so mamu, Mr. Attorney General. Say if we are dealing with 50 cases, I may patrol. Come deal with only 2 cases. Who we are not sent for 2 cases. Who we are not sent for 2 cases. What is this? Jack of all trades, master of none. Or do it Ghana for one go project. What try can for that we no differ. Need that too. What try be there to no differ. Need that too. What try do Brahim no differ. Need that too. What try give to a one no differ. Need that too. what try Ajimamanu Kuramenti so big canasem. A great $29 per dose. Ajimamanu be promising $19 per dose. Obianka Muhe. A former road minister Mwakwata admit to me a child wrote home for 3 years. Not wrote to mine, is it? I stand for correction. 80 million cedis every year. I don't know if that is the figure. Even if it's 2 years, that is woefully causing financial loss to the state. Besine, Amwakwata Obianka Nasam. You guys, you come on TV, you come through press conference, say you are lying to us, or say you. And let me, I am starting a project. But anytime we are met to be a kind, and the project is Operation Revise Plea Bargain Act. Operation Amend Plea Bargain Act. Plea bargain no aye emre bia na not dan kwaku fado somewhere in 2022 thereabout. Institute ye who say ye resika proso MPP abani resika proso. Ale monka auditor general report. Lot of misappropriation of funds. W. Na so auditor general report na so back in Kenya. They give to our national service, and also guy. That be no kaya $12 million. I see a trade acquire Pralugu Dam. I acquire a signboard and so on. Nelson Bian will be trim. Amani will say, and also it can see a prosecutor of what now. That be no kaya $2 million. Now I see the press country and conform with the Biamatra in Kusishi. Look. Mr. President, I am sorry, but please, so far, 90%, but 10% that's what your money. Oliver Twist ask for more. Let's open a special court and treat these thieves there. Because you can see the normal court. Let's open a special court and deal with these criminals. Attorney General, what mean you do so fatuo? Na appoint you from la kwese. Some dey say you can't crack them by now masuma no bofu. Mu ye nkura mu di no, you can't crack them. So what mean you do no office of the Attorney General me plan one say munti betia. Loyi, that's your baby and maybe me journalism one na me yi. Because Attorney General so there, I can one of the finest men you work in this government. In terms of legal pedigree, look, Attorney General or outstanding. In terms of media, we're superb. In terms of politics, he's a colossus in the field. It's a fair thing, Mr. Attorney General. Why? Why the delay? Why the delay? Yeah, they say an affair soon. And Confession say din komo. Some microphone be jisika. E free akonfo bi ho. Anoma sem no ya water so. I don't want to believe say no correct. And Confession say din komo. Some movie classmate into more try on na yomo ya. I don't want to believe say no correct. Did you worry me too clear? Was say go do any GFA as again. Eti ebe den they will not be emboldened. Obi to say na be. Mo eti minya ahoden ko demonstration galam say. Ai. Chairman won to no mo nas mo regional chairman to galam say. What say eti menya kukudro akoye na NDC for here. Omo no a say so no. I'm Ghana for I want to the same people have the temerity. Moral turpitude. So or demonstration na mo hwe na match back what mu a and could be actually be research okuma pade and Professor said they scratch my back, I scratch your back. Silent Professor won't be that, and I don't want to believe say I scratch my back, I scratch your back government. My complaint at Chief Justice Debra ask 10 months into office, 10 months. Not just Ansah every before the only akrofo. Because every before akrofo and kabako dem. And now let me say not just this for control. But and is for control. Very well. And I press could go for so firemen. Also, no, to please stop patronizing the Attorney General and fire him according to his work and behavior. Boss, but that's what I said to imagine. It will not Attorney General. Miss Now, only office of the Special Prosecutor. And you man, Munya, and by force, Munya. Idiot. Ghana and Sumami. I'm a Koswado Ghana. Kofi Kinata. He calls this Ansah. Minority for a breast. Breast. I did we said breast cancer awareness month. See, American breast.
Adopting an arbitrary decision-making posture, the minister is also denying regulators, such as the NCA, the opportunity to perform their work according to law, which clearly threatens the growth of this sensitive industry. His actions also signal a breach of the president's code of conduct that requires candor and respect to all persons. Fellow Ghanaians, for this display of ineptitude, incompetence, and penchant for deceit, we of the minority demand that 1. The minister render an unqualified apology to Ghanaians for the waste of the nation's time and resources on this venture. 2. We call on him to account for the fines levied on DSTV. And 3. We deem him unfit to continue as the minister for this strategic ministry of communication, digital technology, and innovation, and therefore call on him to resign, or for His Excellency the President to fire him. Thank you. By adopting an arbitrary decision-making posture, the minister is also denying regulators, such as the NCA, the opportunity to perform their work according to law, which clearly threatens the growth of this sensitive industry. His actions also signal a breach of the president's code of conduct that requires candor and respect to all persons. Fellow Ghanaians, for this display of ineptitude, incompetence, and penchant for deceit, we of the minority demand that 1. The minister render an unqualified apology to Ghanaians for the waste of the nation's time and resources on this venture. We call on him to account for the fines levied on DSTV.
Sorry.
And 3. We deem him unfit to continue as the minister for this strategic ministry of communication, digital technology, and innovation, and therefore call on him to resign, or for His Excellency the President to fire him. Thank you.
Okay. Sam George
by adopting an arbitrary decision-making posture, the minister is also denying regulators, such as the NCA, the opportunity to perform their work according to law, which clearly threatens the growth of this sensitive industry. His actions also signal a breach of the president's code of conduct that requires candor and respect to all persons.
So do Nigeria na
Fellow Ghanaians,
the premium
for this display of
$29.
I didn't know yet.
$29.
Almost 80 something.
We of the minority
if not more
demand that 1. The minister render an unqualified apology to Ghanaians for the waste of the nation's time and resources on this.
Not DSTV before reducing.
We call on him
back
to account for the fines levied on DSTV. And 3.
According to Sam George,
unfit
we are going to enjoy a reduction between 33% and 50%
of communication, digital technology, and innovation, and therefore call on him to resign, or for His Excellency the President
a promotion
fire him.
for 3
Thank
months.
you.
Whether the position of DSTV is right, or it is the Minister of Communication who on wire wrong. Only nipa akono no pese Ghana fo nya ahoto na DSTV reading some price no why they attacking no anya nkrofo no a omo to ade na man ya ne bo den no na mo ne ono no gwa ye ma ade ne bo f because of papa no credit in tikri share partisanship it press brief we pa so me person make say nyansa be na because of penny nti me nkasa but ne kra say
yeah, so Nana said the entire video because your professionalism.
That be way man of full respect. We fast so be any video.
Okay, Nana, and some man na omo eka. You see, I'm beginning to believe say the MP and I say minority a bimpe. Some do that some 80 edumana wo ye no so ye better attack.
Everybody say you be on his betting.
Now when heard you be Nana. When I will say you subscribe to DSTV. And you know more
yes.
When you premium, may 870 when I'm subscribing. 870 a month just because me per boy. Now
I will score because we
Nana Bocho.
That you salary out to the 70. That's
my boy for now with your man casting into a ball for the love of the game. Nana 870.
Okay.
870s and I'm premium games and then between 570 we have the same game average.
That is a swat
Reduction was one in this one.
So what is so?
Nana, after you this saga between multi-choice and ministry, hey, you Nana in one way or the other business. Multi-choice, hey, they are using the ministry and another person, some judge, may come, but also sometimes a busy as a woman. Some judge, I was so man and you come say multi-choice, and you should be a promoter of business. Release now. Only the kind of buy before no apology. Only the buy say promotion no more. And confess so we will not trendy. A trendy more. And what answer only the mayor of a some door there come once and
you might release in go.
Oh,
what money, yeah.
Oh, first one, I'm say they are doing what? I was watching one on the phone. Almost only a promo. Now, promo no started from this October, 1st October
to December
31st.
Yes,
fine.
And December.
Okay, so, December. My uncle Ghana didn't yes. No, the other one, yeah. And then just after one say, every business me truly like the main multi-choice after that there's some good on my reply the strategy and then I was say some good so who say these people are capitalizing on the ministry any a to promote and sell themselves
but I don't put it a multi-choice at the end of the day it will affect Ghana your GDP and you be across Ghana for your money. It is a Omusu Honorable Sam George and the Ministry of Communications at Tomohua. Me, there's no problem with that. But the good news they say, Senya Okan so Boadia Meboa. What's the Krataba Bonti and Siciano? There's a final response to Nya Sam George kind. But to let my kind later. No more fan to look, I think Nya Honorable Sam George they buy him Salatan away.
I check it. Me deba mo sisi ya.
Until the for second one to sumai. Me ba joba Facebook nso ana wa shamai. Fa no to sumai na yenti. Na kai mai.
Enti me mo to for hours I work on the production.
Now born to for on how try. Dey ni nyina ma dey ehunu.
So after everything is said and done, I say ya no in almost they apologize for any inconveniences FAQs might cause.
Frequently asked questions. Yes.
Yeah. No crime say multi-choice.
Me
person co-production hand
for you.
Multi-choice. We was saying now say some dog na your complaint say.
Okay, so this is the media statement. As a clarifications on DSTV value offerings following the recent joint press conference with the Ministry of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovations, the National Communications Authority, Multi-Choice Africa, and Multi-Choice Ghana. We wish to clarify the frequently asked questions published on our website, which created an erroneous impression of a contradiction regarding the DSTV value of performance which is effective today, 1st October 2025. We would like to clarify as follows. 1. We fully support the joint media statement that was issued by the Honorable Minister, Honorable Samuel Nate George, and implementation of same has already commenced. 2. As contained in the said joint media statement regarding the value offering, the committee will reconvene in 3 months to evaluate the impact of this initiative. This will be a periodic exercise. Okay, so they are saying, say, after 3 months, no matter insurance, now committee na say reconvene. Say, yeah, I'm one more. They will come back to. There's nothing wrong with negotiations. Right. 3. There is no restriction on a subscriber's choice of okay. Yes. So this offer is available to both existing, returning, and new customers from 1st October 2025. We apologize for any inconvenience the facts or FAQs or frequently asked questions may have caused. Ends. Side multi-choice. And see, when you're the way, the new arrangements. Okay.
And to all multi-choice.
Now, just in the form one we use multi-choice. It's a whole TV now multi-choice.
Yeah. And
a both TV is different. No, both TV is multi-choice.
Yeah. And to all DSTV, so I should DSTV.
Both TV is multi-choice.
And a multi-choice one.
Oh, are you serious?
Well, I will clarify that, but I don't know with DSTV. Almost lowest a year a woman paddy, which is 59 Ghana cedis
a month.
Yeah, say 59. Now, say which you are 59 now.
Yes.
You get access to
99 yen. Great.
What I say. And I say we will be another access now which you are 99. Sunday and then Casa October, which you are 99 cedis now. Over now 190 cedis offer, which is family.
Which are 99?
99 cedis. If you have a first man or access.
Okay.
And that's which you are 99 cedis as normal access now. No benefit, many channels are a family.
And it means I come back to European games.
Exactly.
Even your La Liga, they saw that.
And then also interest in the
okay.
And it's a woman family, Namitua 190 cedis. And that's a the same family 190 cedis. Nana compact plus offer game, which is a mere 380 cedis.
Okay.
Now, so say we 380 cedis now. Many channels moving so national compact plus, which is 570. So we see the reduction.
This is a membership help.
And you are compact
plus. Number 4.
Oh, number 4, which is compact plus.
570 yen.
Exactly. And it's the same as a 380.
Yes.
Premium games, but we have used
I mean, you know.
So you see, and currently, for instance, you're going to say Manchester games.
Make sure Manchester, Chelsea. Make sure.
But
I mean, should be a TV.
PSG ni sa top games mostly and Kama. And to 570 ni die compact plus no obenya that all
one to be 865 no be 570.
Yes,
no 570 obenya 865 premium games
ni na. Into a reduction almost like 200 and something cedis. Now you should be a big controversy in between compact plus any premium. First, Ubena premium games now here, now you're 865 cedis.
That is first, no?
First,
but it's here 570.
So that's what you but the difference, so premium bouquet now 865 cedis.
But I'm checking Facebook sound.
So who will be a it means who a lottery. I have to say lottery. Okay. And to say once you pay 860 cedis, and you running into a raffle. So which means free tickets for games. What I say, and to say you are not interested in that premium bouquet now, into this raffle now. Then still you have another chance to pay for 570.
But even with this, we know. And may CEO of multi-choice, that will still be my approach because
exactly.
Men can say 1 city in TBA may to so acco 30%, but make us say once the will be clear, but may increase the value amount. But you see, no, you and send it in a now, Nigeria is paying $29 for premium. And so, the dollar rate at 10%. Okay, so these are the new DSTV bouquet prices. And a particular, but you come to the percentage decrease. We'll come there. But the calculation, $29 times 10, is so which one are see this? Yeah. Somebody can correct me. So if that is the case, let me even say Nigeria is doing $30 per premium. If that is the case, it means that Nigeria highest premium is 300 cedis. But we are paying over 800 cedis.
Also, your fathers it comes back to population.
Okay. Population is
a
also
lot of people are in Ghana here. Only use Nigeria boxes. Minister, over 1 million.
Yes.
I have deactivated.
Yes.
Now, what some judge is trying to promote here, and say, Yen say for the meantime, Yen first, cocoa prices and buy near castle, I buy no after the recession. The same say, point me, one side boom. A gradual process. And one thing I some judge a communicate say, and me, Yatiama. Premium bouquet ne betina ma wa hwe de pay nyina aba 570 a ye pese you use this opportunity ni enfan and crash it down omo penetrate through the Nigeria system ebema multi choice so subscribers or more DSTV na Ghana no eno so be cost so
that it can reduce
the value ni so cost no ye betina hwe so ni reduction no
because then and yet, said you're doing Ghana, you're doing multi choices.
Exactly.
And Ghana for also, exactly. Until we can't just collapse the business like that.
And you know,
Nigeria, on Casa Parliament into a meeting, Papi. What did they say? And use of any in fact, saying,
get me
the
name. Press conference in Ukraine and he said, in as much as we are doing politics, my far politics in the will be given, sir. Why would you press conference here, Nana?
What's it?
Say, some debt, financial loss, financial loss. You see.
Patty,
yes, I know politics.
We say, and we say, because and Kofu, we are being musican. As some George, no, I also financial loss of them. Woman, and this is going to be to be. Let me see, these guys say the actions and inactions of NDC have emboldened MPP to be notorious. They are gaining notoriety for these things because they are taking advantage of the silence of NDC and the government at post. That the moment to be the case, some judge should be signed because we are causing financial loss. Now, financial loss, I'm causing a chroma, and then this is for a grown man. So, I don't know person bet you be at more.
Now, and let's also issue now a castle in the economy to Professor Andrew, UDS. I say we must commend, I say we have to commend the minister for fighting for Ghanaians.
He has done
when it comes to some judge in a personality. A human award, between 885 and 570 or Becassa on pay.
Because maybe months, maybe number, and maybe 389 is a maybe enjoy 570.
Means the same because I'm maintaining
570.
Yeah, she said 570. Instead of 865, it's the same number of 570.
You know, my Kwabena because I feel that now bleed. You see, and they say, Mitiminia, because they say, stations be a wow. It's your man, say my son. It's Attorney General USP who's here in town.
Now, my foot now said, catches and dead, say,
okay.
And you know, should do also down.
The other way, then down.
I say, a lot of people are saying, the approach, this starting this, in fact, and some trouble will be dressing, you get in nice way. In fact, on dialogues in the monkey, social media, and then I would
I don't know what day. Not minister someone to so.
Next time opportunity and I say encounter me Basana. Masa you use the
Joe Mahanu Mammy to say you. Okay, so my yenty Williamson, Yaba, Patrick, you're back connected to break. Not for your bar, be open a new chapter. We didn't allude to that, but anyway, you're bad. Ansah, you're right. We live in the ordinary, but you're good.
Ansah, nobody the phone. Anuna Benji Estate and Investment Limited. Okofaba, what's up, Brekana Free? Ansah, Langatsa, for Similar Atoya, within 2 weeks. Naya, your papers near Sama, Sasu Pape, Kukubaby to the Extropoli, Apo City, Central University near B5 of the Flower Road, Shy Hills, Apianato Estate, and Ambiabe, in Sunan Kania, are available. Yes, Asana was litigation free and not secure. I told Asana, not 2 weeks. Yayo Kata Ansamo. Ah, Nyatopa, Sokwe, Nana Banyo Dina Flay, Kanya de Kamalongo, Langa de Nyade Kamalongo, Kajabana.
Star 712 hash stand the chance.
You could be the luckiest.
I can see the Ghana CD was rapidly depreciating.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. We say a new team award. A word best. Obian Transit Premier, the Cassa, and as a boya, the anchor to the
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. As I want to say, we are poor at Tuno, we are anchored over the moon, Obama Bemo Power, and Yarwanka.
Nansima Mikasa, and the Spana Corp, Greenfield at Armenti, and was isolation and also
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra-modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine. Associated with the Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Mumbai Estate Junction. Last stop. From 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898. Greenfield. God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
And improved sovereign credit rating reflects increasing investor confidence in our economy.
Welcome contestants to the final round. Winner takes all. For 1,000 points, all you have to do is give me the correct answer to the following riddle. I am one place, but with the right connection, I can be 1,000 other places. Some people call me magic. Some people call me a feeling. In me, you can be anything you want to be. I'm the most common and yet the rarest place in the whole world.
The United Nations should also embark on a process of serious recalibration and establish its own reset
Contestant 3, what's your answer?
Prince of Peace Academy. I am a filling station.
commercial flights take off and land every day.
773
Libraries have been digitized so that volumes of literature can exist on a small device, small enough to fit inside your pocket. We live in a world of cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, social media, the internet and its dark hidden dungeon of the dark web, all of which carry a potential threat to global peace and security. Climate change is real, and we're fighting a losing battle against the loss of Maldives and other island nations to the rising sea level. Against the loss of Timbuktu
Yamli, Elachamo Hey, Kaheni Atoni Abagumeye, Hana Bobie, you Mene, no say was a ya Faban, Wabia was a Papa Joshi, your woman, was a to make a cervical cancer. At a future, the Ghana Health Service, Kayeli Kabua Loy Ading.
And was the case. A continent as large as Africa,
give us
with its numerous UN member states,
would have at least one permanent seat on the Security Council. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules as well. And man,
furthermore, we believe that power should not be restricted to only 5 nations, nor should it be absolute.
Give us core capsules. I
there
give
must
it
be a
to you,
mechanism
baby.
in this house
You
for
give
the
it to
General
me.
Assembly to challenge the veto. No
Give us
single
no.
nation should be able to exercise an absolute veto to serve its own interests in the district.
Give us core capsules. I
In
pay for a
1995,
batch and one more
during the
menu
50th
for them for that one if you
of
do
the
me
United
no
Nations,
I was just to be a
Nelson Mandela
Give us Herbal
stood
Center,
in this
Teshi
very
Mobile,
spot.
and Teshi
And
Adria.
he said,
Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and then 050 68
MD Ashusha Sa Ejedi and Krato Imu Adia to Muse A.
Hello, Ghana for bills are canning Hubiamo. Bills set 2025 feed and you does slow homo bia or to walk only Ejumaye. Ain't if I when it bills, Nabeji loan now, bet media wow, Ejuma. Way a loan don't come in. We yashio. You hear
Next, we have a ladyship, Justice Olivia Obeng Owusu.
And your bill said bray, not betting lona, won't be BS Yawa, collateral, and NASA deposit. We near Mubia. Ain't ya feed Bill says will be a 1 year to maybe I bet to Nabajin loan don't come in Nubi. Nasa what's nephew and away, yes, you can be dear. Hey, wow! Ain't it for Bill says it was 0596 920 833 and now 0302 200 390. Now what's to me a Chiao Bills? Name HSEC Rao. Bank of Ghana and Sasha Bills microcredit.
Next, we have His Lordship Justice John Foster.
The luckiest season 3 ye be the Ejibena ke habu ni oketro olak ke oshikato he humli beji enyoye ni oke babu temi ne star 712 passion agbene ye ekomeno ke he eho he alo ye enyono ke ha onyanyo o feel lucky ko ekomeke na number kekeko alo ye enyono ke ko number ni osumo ke mobile money ape ogbena o yamli agbene
alo ya the luckiestafrica.com ne akutobili tikitem ko on number alo hani system e ko hambo obanya on ha alo money ko e twa hambo
ke mobile money ape ko ye Ghana alo card ko ya abuchi ticket ko me banye ewo oshikano o high enumoso ni o akutwa mi fe banye eye nyuma kese ye
we won nya code alo bottom website em
ha wo fia lucky catcher e jake lucky ye hefia
someone money na kofi afin your market banyo e ka hwe ko NLA ye character lottery ni echi promo na ese.
So that's it. Accra 100.5 FM Citizen Show. My young crossover quickly. William said about 20 appeal court judges. Anna and yes, room in and notable among them. Ira Domahini. So let's cross over. Now, young picky feed.
Lordship Justice Aiti.
Facebook. Judges are Oban Penning, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We initiate one and the patch will be joining on Facebook. I bring you that's here. Match is a Nyama Koso and so our presidency will be an agenda or they call it the appeals court. Being a Nipa Eduno, a Kahon. Young corner, and then she did him come. Nay, I heard you ma sooner on by a median cat. Ya from we. Some Fabian Zunqua cry high. You know. High court near here, men say, would a special court, a create special court, Nanka 20 in Kudimame. A chromophobia, 20 million massam, can one, because we know, my moment conquer 1 peso, nothing between your cases in it. Then find create special court.
Next we have
Office of the Special Prosecutor say cases
Lordship
we made
Justice
attorney general say cases be bro yema judges we made na bibi anko fast into Facebook na join feed no into say ni bi ekwa na say ekoso eso do wani back na obabehwe they come say minority political groupings era citizen to dazi and then in platform so press be ekoso na and also did home come me no can say probably true you can pick feed from Jubilee House. Okay, very well. And it's live on Facebook into the feed. No fast citizen. GCPP General Secretary. But yes, I'm we are live. That's it. You're not common so. But we're live. I'm saying. Let me share what it means. Ghana's legal. I shall from Pimchuma, Wajin Burwood trainer Irabri. Na even President John Dramani Mahama. Mashe, a judges being yam because he wire the more yam. That's right. The honor Juma area Moman Anti. Was Woko Appeals Court. Na Woko Appeals Court na chede Akam Supreme Court na the apex of your profession. Unti yama you for free High Court Street Court Supreme. In fact the Justice Kulendi is one of the people often from the bar to the bench straight to the Supreme Court. Yeah. Straight from the bar to the Supreme Court. As a lawyer. Not when the assembly. No, High Court or Appeal Court. Straight to Supreme Court. Yes. It's allowed. Oh, yes. See, Akufo-Addo, Papa was one of them. Was one of them. There are about 4 or 5 people that. Yes, you can be called to them because of the. Wait, I can yes, you could But the age is not going to be on his side. Nancy Mudiani, because his birthday. I'm not sure he sure say be interested. The Chief Justice so yeah, and and I'm using Justice Yoli Kulendi Nasa America because of issues that are in the media about him, and he's also the first judge, Supreme Court judge, who come from the Upper West region of Ghana. First Supreme Court judge. They be free Upper West. They be. I don't know the yes, he's the first Supreme Court judge to come from the Upper West. Yes. Chairman. So he's one smart judge. It's unfortunate there. Some of these things were forefront, and some I don't know where it will get to. But sometimes when people are deserving of certain position and the work they've done over the years now, what's about the boy? They're about the boy. Until if the president finds wisdom there in paying free, they deserve to be called to the appeals court. What do you make of Bamani making, like, getting an opportunity to be part? Oh, I think it would be very unfair to pick him out and single him out. So because of to discuss. So him, him our play, how he's been vociferous, even with political temperature, how he's been involved, even as a chief, at the same time was also a judge, and when you say that is why I singled him out. I think in terms of his public statement or ways on certain issues, for me is in order, because we are partisan democracy. Men say there will endorse a particular party or something like that. He spoke his mind, and sometimes some of the issues were national issues.
He has spoken on Galamsey, Nancy is going round and all those things. He spoke on the economic crisis. He spoke on certain wastage that he felt in the system. I mean, he spoke his mind. You understand? Yes, sometimes you want judges to be careful what they say in the public, because then it could be that cases relating to statements they made in the public can come before them. But then the laws also, knowing that could happen, gives the opportunity to recuse yourself when the case be to them. For me, I think that I mean, people have also said that they've gone before him and his justice delivery and everything has been solid. So if he's can the main breeder or appeals court and going on you is a long overdue. And if he's not the first chief who is a lawyer, who is a judge. There are certain chiefs that are judges. There are some of them who are lawyers.
I
think that rather what we will encourage in there, we hope that at the appeals court they are able to show excellence in delivering justice. Now on share the judicial system, because you see Ghanaians the judicial system, it has been weighed down by some of the controversies and issues that have happened over the years. From Anas, Arimaya Anas, near expose to issues back and forth with the Chief Justice who has been recently removed. They'll go back and forth. There's a lot of issues that have come up in the judiciary. So we hope that Winnie Juma would rather build confidence into the public. My only concern is that 20 being appointed. We've been talking about this appointment by presidents, and 20 at a go being appointed by one president.
It's too many.
It's too many, and it's costs because it comes with certain largesse. It comes with certain conditions of service. You know, so I think we need to be finding balance in some of these things.
That's it. Time and now MPC position, na MPP also. Now me try cassette. Time and now Akufo-Addo appointment. Based on I'm sure the Chief Justice will suggest any. And I make say when we read the book, when democracy is about to die, it's one of the signs. You have certain president packing judges, I don't know, the courts, I beg your pardon, minimum say for their own safety. So it is a dozen.
20 at a go. I'm not sure the vacancy that is there in TIA. We feel there is a need to have them as
cases because judges and non
but appeals courts, you see, if ebi assembly oko na be small kweno or before there I don't know a review of the case, not the appeals court. I'm not saying I don't know the number of cases before that, but all I'm saying is that it does not present a good picture. Because sure, why NDs are banning ebia or mobisimu bakan. You before no yeah.
Imagine Nana Akufo-Addo understand. I'm appointing 20.
Yeah, so I think we need to be fair in this, and I think the Constitutional Review Commission recently, the work that they've done, I mean, I've been involved in some of them. We share political parties. When they were doing also some of their public engagement, I was in Kofodia, so I joined one of their sessions. And one of the key things people are concerned about is the role of president in the appointment process. It looks like, especially in this situation where NDC has the majority in parliament, you know that once you have been appointed, I mean, it's done deal. You understand? You are going through, and me on time see, I think one day there were back and forth on going through. I think finally could go through, you know. So there are issues, and I've seen in social media there's some MP people are raising there. There was one former MP for somewhere who is being part and all that. Charlie, them is some danger. We know of Justice Jehu, for instance. I mean, who has been a parliamentary candidate.
But if Justice Jehu's case is a bad one, should we repeat?
For me, I don't think it's a bad one. Okay. You understand? Kwame, friend Otu. For me, when you go to the court, the cases that come that are political, you cannot tell me that the percentage of cases that go before the court, political issues is of the highest percentage.
Yeah, social issues better also.
You understand? So sometimes, I don't want us to be having that kind of debate, but it has an impact, because sometimes, especially at the Supreme Court, when you are appointing politically tainted people, it has an impact on how, because justice is supposed to be manifested. I should see there justice is being served. So when I have certain referees involved, now why it tainted either a point appear or whatever to electoral commission, you have the perception they might not do due diligence.
Okay, because of a certain background.
Yes, I mean, all these things are involved, and sometimes from the background and some of the commentaries that have been made in the past. And I hear people referring to it. The former President Mahama Kado, the NEC lawyers should rise to the occasion so that some of these people can be. So when all these commentaries are there, it sometimes create certain kind of impression.
And some
we should set a system whereby if we are appointing judges to appeal courts, to high courts, to Supreme Courts, it does not look like they are politically motivated.
Okay, so and some a chairman, my name is a twin question. Do you think that we should have an appointment ceiling or a capping for number of judges, a bit in your court, whether the High Court, Appeals Court, or the Supreme Court? And again, as a lawyer, do you think we should have some legal commission here? They will do the appointment rather than a certain precedent in the name of checks and balances and separation of powers? Because I'm a president, I'm a appoint here. Then I'm a do you owe allegiance to me or to the constitution of our country?
All these things would have worked at some point, but currently I don't see any committee in Ghana that you will set.
Okay.
That you will tell me that there will not be any influence. Especially when we know the kind of work that they are going to do. Otu chapel now was set up certain committees in chapel. Now confounding the role they can play, they are politically sometimes motivated. Because for instance, if you pick the Peace Council, and depending on certain role you play in Christian Council or even some of the religious bodies like the Ahmadiyya, the Catholic, whatever, they form part of the process. So once I know that at the end of the day you will get there and the politically motivated person will think about these things and try and influence it. Council of State elections. Look at how they pay chance you could turn man paying for. We are paying people to go and do that. How? House of Chiefs elections. We've seen all these things. So now it looks like anytime I know that there is a role that somebody is going to play and also have an influence.
I'm sorry. But you cross over for president because I am PK so live on Accra 100.5 FM. But it moment when you PK president in some local. But you will be me feeding on Facebook. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. And I say, honorable patron, if you
actions no have an influence on my governance, I will try and influence those processes. So the moment I had the CCR, so I feel like even when we say some bodies are independent and whatever, there are sometimes still there is some thin line in there. What I'm interested in is that let's find a way to set up a system that works so that no matter who is in power, that system is able to work. And it cannot be politically motivated or engineered. we need people who will be objective, who would say A is A and B is B. It does not matter whether it is NPPA or NDCA or PNCB or PCPP.
I'll come back to you, Law. I'll come back. Let's follow the president.
Courts so that adjournments and delays no longer frustrate ordinary citizens. The second is creating specialized divisions at the High Court and Court of Appeal to handle land disputes, commercial cases, and labor matters which too often drag on for many years. Introducing time-bound case management systems to ensure that justice delayed is no longer justice denied. Expanding legal and aid services to ensure that justice is not for the privileged or the wealthy, but the right of every Ghanaian. Strengthening judicial ethics and accountability so that misconduct and corruption find no place within our courts. These are not abstract promises, they are concrete steps that will make justice not only more credible, but also more hopeful. Let us remember that justice is not separate from development. Justice is the invisible infrastructure on which every economy, every community, and every democracy rests. Investors will not risk their capital where contracts can be overturned by bias and prejudice. Entrepreneurs will not thrive where land disputes trap them in endless litigation. Communities cannot live in peace where verdicts are held in doubt. And that is why the renewal of our courts is at the heart of our economic transformation. Our 24-hour economy, our Big Push infrastructure program, and our broader vision of shared prosperity. Justice is not a luxury, it is a foundation for all these. My lords and lady justices, as you assume your new roles, I ask you to carry these three virtues. The first is courage, the second is integrity, and the third is humility. Courage to resist pressure, whether political or financial. Let me go over that. Courage to resist pressure, whether political or financial, and to uphold the law even when it is unpopular.
Okay, so we still begin the feed. President John Dramani Mahama making address. Okay, it's not interruptions, Kakra, but more Franchain, Accra, 100.5 FM Citizen Show. About 20 appeals court judges, Iradoma Hinikan, na Yajumatum. But, okay. Lawyer, the interruptions, and see, you didn't come on nearby, a picky a
Yeah, so for me, it's we should it's important that you set up a system. And I be there
to resist pressure.
Should there be a
whether
or whatever?
Political arbiters of law, but also custodians of hope. Carry with you the solemn truth that justice is the most powerful promise of our democracy, and that through your service, this promise would endure. If you do this, then long after you have left the bench, your names will not be merely recorded in law reports, they will be remembered in the hearts of Ghanaians as justices who renewed our faith in our republic. As you take your oaths today, know that you swear not only before me as president, not only before the Chief Justice, but before God, before history, and before the people whose lives you will touch with your judgments. May your judgments be wise, may your service be faithful, and may your legacy be enduring. On behalf of the government and people of Ghana, I extend a warm welcome and congratulations to you on this noble calling. May justice prevail, may hope endure, and may our nation be renewed. I thank you, and may God bless our judiciary and our beloved country, Ghana. Thank you.
Okay, so that is it. President John Dramani Mahama addressing inducted judges for the appeal courts. Some more appeals courts, and appeal courts. Okay, and see, in common or near Bono. Okay, but I know and see my first landing there. In fact, lawyer citizen, so that's will be not finally on face and I'm chairman.
in terms of capping and all those things, yes, I mean all those things have been discussed. But you see, President Okasem cases all cannot be the labor issues, land disputes. You understand? So like I was talking about, like how many political cases come before them and all that. But because we are in a highly political society, sometimes even education issues becomes politics, labor issues becomes politics. And the nurses was a bit more unpaid nurses will go strike, and sometimes they are politically motivated and all those things. So, for me, I wish them well, but then as a country, we need to find an antidote to this cycle that keeps going on, because it looks like, as a judge, the time that you are appointed, but I don't think that should be the case. His Lordship Justice Bafo was appointed by Nanado. In fact, Kufuor, right? Kufuor. Before Nanado also put him, is it Nanado? Yes, at the Supreme Court, right?
I'm not privy to that information.
I should think so, but I think it was appointed first by Kufuor. No, I think it was Kufuor and then Atamos made him the Supreme Court judge or whatever. But Nkobi Bakare and MPP Tan were appointing first, right? But yet, I mean, that did not change how he does his work. During the 2012 election petition, he dissented. So I don't think there we should just sometimes use when a judge is appointed to measure the kind of work they will do here or not. I mean, if we say the law is the law, and judges will use the facts based on evidence and fact and law, I think we should leave it at that, and we should also hold them to high checks to ensure that they deliver fairness and they really deliver justice.
Okay, a friend lawyer. Atodazi, and citizen Atodazi, and press conference now calls me a Beshadaba near BD. So, but Yenti, we in Freeholm, Mamin call National Chairman for PNC, South President, Ma Exporters and Importers Association of Ghana, Chairman, I will go with Chairman Nana, we President, and a judge for we, or common by Bobie.
Mama Motrinkwa say, I want your Jumana, a Mampania, or Mampani, any Ejumo, a Juma, Moyano, Ama Kana. Na Otun San from say, is uplifting them from High Court judges to the appeal court. I think it's an additional responsibility. Lawyer wa na lawyer can be say Y20 na me say on a lawyer if we are goofy here he will correct us ana me wa.
That's right.
Now on him say appeal court sitting there not less than 3 or 5 and if I'm not mistaken, and so you can imagine that we have 16 regions, and these appeal court judges, not that they have a court sitting elsewhere, it is the same high court, but the panel will be double. And so sometimes you have appeal court cases going on in Northern region, Upper East region, Western region, Bono region. These judges will have to travel there. And so if a day you have even 10 region sittings, appeal court cases, definitely the 20 is minimum. And so I'm not saying say every day there are appeal court cases ongoing, but definitely I don't think there will be a day pass without appeal court sitting. And so if you have to take a day or two to travel to some of the regions, yeah, it is now that you have plane going to Upper West and Tamale. Other than that, you have to take like 2 days or a day and have to travel there to prepare yourself the following day before you can sit in the case or on the case. And so, and most of these 20 people, I'm not quite sure if there's someone fresh who is a senior lawyer, practiced 6 or 10 years, and was now appointing or lifting straight to the appeal court. I'm sure most of these people are already sitting judges, and now there's a new person there.
But I don't have.
Not that we know.
Yeah.
Party, get me the list.
So
of 20. No?
So if they are already appeal court, high court judges, that they have left them to appeal court, what it means is that they are also going to create an opportunity for a young lawyer like Atudaji and others to also take into the bench, because mind you, some are retiring, mind you, some have passed away.
But Atudaji, they will be very fair on the bench.
And so, depending on his age, the number of years he's practiced.
So I've listened to you on a plethora of matters. I mean,
now talking about political colors and other things, I think if you observe me, anytime we are discussing politics, we are discussing politics. Anytime we are discussing businesses, we discuss business pure.
You don't mix.
So what it means is that I can be PNC national chairman. If God permit me and I become a lawyer, and they said they are appointed as Ansah to be a judge, and I've sworn an oath and allegiance to Ghana, is that not it? And I go to the bench, I'm serving Ghanaians in the spirit of the constitution. Avoid whether you are PNC, CPP, NDC, and you come before me and I'm a judge.
Any other than
I have yes. So have they been to Jew court and see his ruling? Have they been to Jew court and see his actions? You see, when our former Chief Justice, Madam Tukunu, one of the things that Ghanaians collectively, so one of the things that Ghana got angry over here was that it wasn't because he's incompetent, he was competent, but because the way when African-Americans ran to court and the way he was heckling a senior lawyer, title sorry. Sometimes she would never allow him to learn. Then she will come in with so many punches and other things. That shouldn't be, because I think we all saw during the
from any English program.
We were in 2012 elections petition.
Okay.
Share the Lord for Nano Mokotra Atubuga, just Atubuga, and others, no. Just Duchi, Akutubamfu, and others. Meka on Dinka, Bedibe. No, me now, and I told you you could see that they were listening. So when issues has to do with national interests. But you see, she was doing this, and sometimes you know the mouth, even when the man is making submission, then the way you even portray the body language also speaks. But if you go to court and meet Bafubone, I'm told he's one of the credible judge. Even at the time, President Kufuor appointed him. There is a young person, too young. Okay, I see, and this is demonstration be what Cape Coast. I'm going to demonstration be what I think a Central region or North region, and said Kufuor takes small boys to Supreme Court. But when they go over the years, Nipan Okana Sampana Tipayo lawyer Eduji Tamaklo, he outlined the kind of work the friend is saying Bafubone Ebedi Emagana, to the extent that Almarin said that when he was appointed as the Supreme Court, no, Mantip Bonnet or MVP and NDC, OTV. In fact, at one point, your friend MVP being a visitor, I said Bafubone never was almost about unity. Almost said unity. But they tend to say next year over court time.
Yeah.
Until almost the next Supreme Court judge, your mama, where they be appointed. You are fine, nice gentleman. Obia Domahene. Mean, TV does it because of Court na offer NDC color na MP color yen juma.
Ono krampo de say we on share show NDC MP.
Odu court offer 1992 constitution yen juma.
No, you see, I think that we should set a distinction. In the case of Justice Jewudo, he campaigned wearing MPP attire. He campaigned as a former parliamentary candidate in the voter region on the ticket of MPP. And he said, also that lawyer today he can be say, justice must be seen to be delivered. So, as a mental picture be, governing. And he said, "My who's also NDC attire and MPP attire." And found the kind of justice you dispense. Might be in them say, maybe that is the day you be professional.
No.
So we should not be encouraging that.
The law is there. If the person, because and sometimes the court, the friend authorities before the pass judgment. And
would you be okay if Chairman Asidi is made the Chief Justice?
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
First and foremost, who's supposed to be a Chief Justice? You must be a Ghanaian.
And a political figure.
You must be a Ghanaian.
Yes.
Isn't it? If you are sworn into office, you must respect the 1992 Constitution. You must be neutral. You must just go to every manner of person that appear before you.
You can refer to a Chief Justice, are you okay?
Oh, why? Like, Onye Ghanaian.
Okay.
He's a Ghanaian. Let the person get to the bench and start portraying political colors. Then, of course, the Constitution also tells us what to do to exit such a person. And I'm what? The same Constitution that give you the privilege to be appointed also give you a privilege if you go into certain character, portray certain character. It means for that Constitution, any two. And I'm what? And this just don't look at the law is the law. You don't know that too. Ya do no filo aya to na rekotunu ebisa o aya macho man rekotunu ana aya mrano na yede yedi no faso na ya yino nti 20 people going to the bench are you to sumai na ehwa mo 20 people going to appeal court. All I can say is I wish them all the best of luck. I know for sure that they will deliver according to their competence and according to the 1992 Constitution. Anybody that appear before them, they will use the Constitution and not their own capricious. And
okay. So, what you have so Justice Dogu, one. Number 2 years.
So I say, my profile as to whether this person was a sitting court.
No. So that is that. No, we just mentioned
maybe Atu was he's a lawyer. And also a law student before.
Because even Obi and Control say when a Daniel Mensa. Domahini. Going to my dear who says Domahino and Shawa over there who said Daniel Mensa. Domahini. So you are right, Sanki. Brief about them. Yeah.
But I know that most of these people should be high court, sitting high court judges.
But permit me, let's mention it. Just let me run through. Justin Dogu, Daniel Mensa, Domahene, George Bwedi, Aite Amatete, Senyo Amedahe, Olivia Bowen, Owusu, Douglas Seidu, Ali Baba Baturi, Mariama Samo, Abena Ajin Doku, Mary Mame Ekwia Yanzu, Jennifer Anne Myers Ahmed, John Bosco na Barase, Kwesi Anochi Jima, which of the Anochi? No, that was Anochi Frimpong, but he's different.
No, you are talking about
historian. I'm talking about the historian. But you know this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very well. Richmond Osehre, Apangano Achi Bonga, Charity Akusia Asem.
Apanga Achimora. Kasina Busaman.
Apangano Achibonga. Yeah. Enyonom Adinyira. Oh, me one dinyina. Only Supreme Man.
Yes.
Supreme Court. Okay. Sheila, was he part of the 2012 court petition?
Yes.
Okay. Sheila Minta, Bridget Kafui, Antonio, and Franklina Gezila. Emma Umsu come on.
Wow, I love the representation.
I was going to say that who Upper East, but Don Bosco and any background of what I'm saying.
I'm based on regional balance and they are pointing here. And it's not going to say, who actually was in the video.
I'm who Upper East be about me. I'm about to say, I'm
also making us about who actually was in the video. Okay,
yes. So far so good. Okay. I don't think we are yet to see whether maybe China na media discuss never has said or be far or be so history be about to just say we in fact say on apricot.
Okay.
Apart from that, me say I'm sure they are all qualified in their field of endeavor. That another on my pay day enumerate mo and elevate mo to the Court of Appeal. So I wish them all the best. I only pray that they will use an to constitution and they will not go and say because President Mahama President Mahama case be a we will push people to jail even if it's not supposed to go to jail.
Okay.
I think they will do the right thing.
Okay. Yeah, so that is it. But I mean, you call the next round. Let me begin with lawyer today. But you might any feed no on Facebook now. So watching Serenity McCarthy are joining. Okay, Beneza Mokhtar so wahanum obetimi ede wadwenchere aba na yakoye nim sana yebe no if you are Dixon okay. Was Justice Bafuboni was appointed to the High Court by J.J. Rawlings. And Kufuor appointed him to the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court.
You see the people are not coming.
Okay, then he's gone through such a long rope. Julie Belinda Obri, good news for Osei Krom. Today, I had a privilege of signing 3 billion Japanese grant agreement with JICA for the improvement of the inner ring road. JICA, inner ring road. Okay, in Kumasi. Okay. That's fine. Francis Uwu Su Tonto, the Otonwa de. Okay, my young friend as a PCA, Jenny Rice, the Noah na Yin na Yedi, Yebedi Brunyai, a Belfina Jenny Rice anywhere. My niece will be set up with the Noah Mamma, a brother. Nagana Jolov crowd the edition. Timbacho, Kopebi, if you be a Diania Woody, name a Bamu Padia, a Jenny Rice. Would they just buy the 4.2 kg bag? Na young queen. Now, when say there are some rewards on SWAT, you know, what Bitimania, smart TV, gas cooker, one way in SWAT, Bitimania, all expense paid trip to Dubai. Not to say, would them.
I say, a year now, my name is citizen or your lawyer. You remember your call? Oh, well, I pass meeting all the time. Now, most of the times on Casa, no, or Kuti, easy for Murano.
It's not loud.
And then
as the patient
Suba. Another is it PPP and your first also more lawyer. Another about to send a law name
CPP so
okay.
CPP General Secretary, PPP National I think Operations Director.
Who's your lawyer? Okay. Bills microcredits say omo buau besiambo intimisra wa nyafena ko to for Ghana card ko Nesika penning na yemfam wabosu mo 0596 920 833 0596 920 833 Marcos Surgicals egusu kam se commercial tasamunso 100 by 100 and I think 200 by 200 200 by 100 plot e hono omotontom na we how be any so koko pebi na only langas for ankwankonya problem afi open office so na dey adwuma Kwame Nkrumah Circle here umbenya biama 0244 314 310 0244 314 310 Go TV di enwa no bia yusu ye ba dem na yusu Go TV as one guy kra no no bia yusu kama very intriguing series blockbuster movies in the enwa ni na European leagues in the brother drama just say enema be brave soap opera cartoons just that *759# na you are good to go. Up to date estate and construction. We saw you promo no. But 30,000 per na oko enim 6 months near the mo wetwe awie. Asase and wanya no. 50 sobetas asiko se be so dey awie. Ombetimi abo obi bia mu. Tie kanfo amount. Lashibi near Shalom Sport bus stop hono na omo. Nti bacho from Neshium Fiada nememnda no partner so. That is omo de woko
Now, 0531 228 238 0531 228 238. Maybe no my likest promo advert. I'm in boost herbal mixture so ha 74. And then I can immediately adansi amam. Afi ye ene the producer catch him say press conference because for want of better words, minority political groupings be a share a two manu two. We dear, yes, a kakum, ye genum, quack, meaning said that chairman so a kahudia. Press conference because
we are the minority, but they parties be a
press
conference.
And as I'm telling I won't come here and tell me. And then
no come.
Now, party come home.
There will be no party come.
Well, another chairman, at least I should know that if there's any press conference. Yeah. Now, Bonnie, and I have a panting here.
But I think the some of us, maybe I make a the way I speak now. I can say the same thing. Intisha judges are some a press court here. President Nanado Nabredo, when he made attempt to appoint more judges.
Yakasa.
And I'm sure that if you get the sound bite of a lot of NDC people,
even to that.
They will, it will be difficult for them to justify certain things today. And those times, in some chairman or now we saw MP people saying it, that the number of cases, 16 regions, and the fact that we need to fast track processes, all those arguments were made to support why we should appoint those numbers. And those in the NDC talked about cost, talked about you're packing the court, one president is doing this, all these things. And you remember the last minute, they were blocked. There were some which were blocked from Parliament. Okay, the list. Yeah. So sometimes when you are saying something, you should say it in a way that
normally a 3 or so.
Whatever you say can stand the test of time. As parties in opposition, one of our key things is to hold government accountable. And we held Nanado's government really accountable. And we are one of the people who said that Nanado position will raise the ban very high. Not bad, or the ban will be too full. Number from one. So we expect that if there is a new government in place, they will also raise the bar and not bring the bar down. So anybody who attempts any action or inaction, no, the bar ni bebo from no, and one of the areas if this government a juma or year now all could see is the area of the fight against corruption.
Ekutia bayano.
Maybe no kebi. Yet to come high
press conference.
But yet to come high academy maybe unkoye. We complain about national cathedrals, we complain about a lot of contracts. We feel the dream code. So when we heard about Operation Recover All Loot and the kind of painful kukudama we you want to turn on Papa. We got Honorable Samuel Kude to a black one. In opposition when it comes to anti-corruption. Lawyer Martin Kibu, we are Daniel Domilevo. You are Nathaniel Kofi Brachi, COP. COP retired now, yes. And then you are Raymond Acha. 5 solid gentlemen. I will handle you around. I know to catch them, they didn't give you confidence.
They gave me confidence.
So, and these people started their work before government, the president was sworn into office. Should not forget that.
I'm shaking my mind up.
You understand? Then, the president told us there there are 33 cases with watertight evidence.
Watertight.
Ayedama Attorney General. To ensure that Ghana, you recover your loot, Mobaya, Yankada Bay, yes, can introduce new taxes. But the ordinary Ghanaian who is already suffering will pay it. Importers and exporters, one Ghana wanted two about to 2 in Yamadu more because I pay yes, especially when you actually miscarry the swing. Hello to a client from Namibaka. When the issue about national service for me, make a then the year a roof sika, now that as for call.
At as for no salary. You may be called 10 months. 10 months. Also made the motion 10 months in Trumaca.
13 months.
Teachers are 13 months. Nurses are 10 months.
10 months. And so I will phone
you understand? So I am concerned about all these things. And therefore we are expecting that the Attorney General's office will be up to the task. The excuses are getting too much, and the hope Ghana for year is rolling down.
Oh, so
when it comes to also
we so pre-bargain.
Sister 14 pre-bargain. Sister 14. No, so no kind. No, yes, 60% cry is okay.
Now 40% more for yes, some trial.
And you think that this will give the Ghanaian confidence? The grassroots, this is what makes them happy. Yet what no court every blessed day.
And this
what stops you from prosecuting people every blessed day to fast track the process?
Or create a special court.
Now you are telling us yes. Now you are telling us that there was a legal holiday. Yes, there was a legal holiday. But even in legal holidays, you can have standby judges to deal with cases.
No, even conference cases.
You understand? Otu. And you share issues here press conference. It was about the overall report.
But before you enter into the report, how many parties na Mushia meeting?
I think there were 4 of us. GCPP, NDP, LPG, and then I think it was APP.
Why didn't you get PNC near that party?
Okay, so what happens is that we have a platform, your friend, the General Secretary's platform, of parties without representation in Parliament. Normally, when assembly bar, we call on people. I wouldn't want to mention names, but I engage somebody from PNC. But sometimes time parties be or assembly bar, they need to engage their national officers. Some of them they need to call. Apart from chairman sometimes might not assembly or but we give in veto. Assembly or he might need to call one word more friend, but some need to call neck or fake. To agree that associate yourself with this. So sometimes either some of the processes now will go through. If you feel the course, you can try to okay. I mean, we will go ahead. If you want to support, you can support. So sometimes that is how we go. Then there are several issues that so that is what happens.
No, but if you are doing issues of minority political parties, it must be consensus. It must represent that. That truly the minority political parties not represented in Parliament have taken this issue. In fact, I am one of the people who said, I've told my leader that after NDC, when they do good, we will tell them they've done good. We will applaud them. When they do wrong, we will look directly because that is the work of a minority political party. That is the only thing that can make it relevant.
Exactly. So, when we looked at oral report, and we look at some of the issues that were raised by the Attorney General, one of the key issues that was raised by the Attorney General and was that number one, Attorney General actually he enjoys the headlines. Okay. Because media trial only will win you headlines, but not prosecution. Okay?
What's the name?
When you engage in a media trial, it will win you headlines, but it will win you prosecutions. Because we are going after prosecution and not propaganda. No. Because you see, you can come to the media and say that, oh, you have these cases that you are going to court. But when you come and you name somebody, then you have incontrovertible evidence.
What a tight evidence.
You understand? You use such words. You encourage all of us today. As somebody you call court or you're done deal. But unfortunately, one of the cases I'm more interested in because of and somehow I walk back and forth. And since Tuesday, I've been receiving more information. Is the Kwabena Dubois case?
Signals Bureau.
In the Attorney General ne press conference no year. No car Kwabena Dubois na asem. Now one of the things are okay there. In the issue of Kwabena Dubois, there was a cyber security system no way they would procure. And per he checks at the national security, that cyber security system, one by the stores. There is no record of the stores. But that's what you understand. And I don't know, remember, what you imagine CDB and then come on because you baby no. It wasn't even in Ghana. But Ghana, why are we doing this? This case that we are doing it in the public domain, do we understand what we are doing to ourselves? Not saying that. I know too, cyber security system it's a system that you can use to do a lot of tracking. In fact, we put a message more because then it defeats Asama making there. On your good, there is a security system that is being handled by the national security. In the public domain. In fact, no serious country does that. That is why issues with national security, we say some of them are classified. National security operations, there are lots of things that when the French, sometimes national security might need money they don't have, or government might need money. President will to coin, man, president will have for do to coin. They have people that are source confidential. Source confidential, so maybe a year I won't go but or source confidential. I ban back there, year I won't go but means now we are expecting some money over Ibuchi back. When he gives government money, that money will go through the normal process because go through national security. When they take it and they need to pay him back, they won't go and issue a check from national security to him.
They have to give him cash.
Either cash or they use a sealed account. They can create an account on your original like national security just so that they can do certain transactions. Okay, so when you want to discuss these issues in the public, obi bekade internet Dubai and lawyers work at them that one for all transactions of national security and you see some of the different accounts that they've created. But you see, the judges stopped it because they knew those are sensitive issues that borders on the security of the nation. Some of these things, say I show you young can there, or channel say MPP, NDC if you are Benima, MPP when you're there, you also for or bedo job, you are better than Peskin, it will also be used them same route. And the fact that we are especially discussing a cyber security system, once everybody knows the origin of that cyber security system, the terrorists and all those things around, they also know how that system will operate because they know the origins of it. And in this case, we have named it. It's the ISC Holdings in Israel, which was the one who brought this system.
To what name would the lawyer
of Edubuahin.
Guys, it's a tech
technology. Yes. And they deal with nations. They don't deal with even individuals. They deal with nations because once this thing they will procure, it can have serious security implications. I know because to other talk no when baby our phone share. The national security will be them ha. Let them phone and hide that. They know how to track it to see where exactly your phone is.
Tina obi one more na mo ani ache no.
All over the year them go for baby. I know what you say when I say that. That's how they track them and arrested them. And President Mahama made mention of it. And that system, they have it to be able to track the IP addresses of those who are fooling on social media. So if that system, and ISC says that when Atacha wrote to them, ISC will respond all the way in there. That system, they supplied it and it's in use. So then it makes what the Attorney General said, how the basis of that whole issue problematic. Some of us want to help. What we see in there, I'm sure you are obepim. One people it will be an embarrassment to all of us. Because Yoko will provide the information. What could happen is that the Attorney General only relied on a report that he received, but he did not do further checks. Because the only check that he says he did was at the stores of national security. Probably you should have gone further, engage to the ISC to verify whether really you have supplied and all the back and forth. BNC account or Kenny they use pseudonyms to create these things. Chairman Cracker, sometimes you might have to pay cash because you don't want tracking of some of these things.
National security is
exactly. But they will not be holding national security accountable. In Ghana, Bobie. In fact, we did it first in 1996.
Okay.
We have reviewed it, so we call it Securities and Intelligence Act.
Okay.
The new one is 2020. Now, at 10:30, it has provided a provision, a procedure that when issues of this nature come up, how we should go by it. Discussion, discussion, because it borders on the sovereignty and the safety and the security of our nation.
Okay.
Since I'm coming to your mouth diarrhea. Now also decided there or some of the national security issues and things that he's also privy to. It does not help us as a country. Attorney General, with all the cases that you have before you, we want prosecution and not talk.
And not
we want recover the roots.
Some recover also the recovery.
You see, on crampon sometimes some of them are annoying. Nantina you will be there kade. Sikan obi e sika. Ma we ya no mfa so. Obi we sika odakwa kwesi den. E ma den no wa we ya no mfa so mo ma odai sarada den. E can persist 10%. Obi try more easily. We should be taking the money and taking the interest on it.
Obi kwa akoto treasure bill.
You understand? Exactly. We should be taking the money and taking interest on it. It should not be in your interest. Me will be that. Then me pay me punish will be another. The feed will be about my money. I mean, yes.
Can be that now.
I mean, you will be that.
How can we be in a country like that?
How does that serve as a deterrent to people today?
They are renting 4 years time, no. Near the infrastructure, consider for near cotton down near the Sicamo.
Exactly.
Are they crowd with the minimum 80%?
Exactly.
Sister Nisa.
And you were there. What was the evidence? Because already, there is no evidence to the fact that the Missiki was for quite a muddy.
For 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Into me, I'm appealing to the Attorney General. I mean, I wouldn't give you the 3 minutes. I'm appealing to the Attorney General. The cases now here can some of them, especially these ones that borders on national security. There is a way to go about it. I understand that sometimes we want to Epade imona regime, then you are working, you are doing this and all that. So sometimes those pressures, what would you do with you? You get excited, you might want to. Because you see, before judges, it is not about sentiments.
Okay.
It's about fact and evidence.
Fact and evidence.
You understand?
You press and the judge then fan ho. Facts in a way.
Exactly. And let's go straight and deal with the issue.
The other side briefly say, Onya Shion so say, Attorney General a part of the executive. He leads government on that tangent. However, it doesn't take the Attorney General to fulfill whatever prosecution in terms of prosecutorial consequences. It will not take the Attorney General. It must take another arm of government, which is the judiciary. Signals Bureau case, okay, it's in courts. All those guys' cases, Attorney General so it now rests with the judiciary. It's I don't know you blame Attorney General, are we being fair? And some of us are proposing say we should have special courts to deal with this matter swiftly. It's like a 20-year president appoint to appeals court. Then they sit on the matter, deal with corruption cases.
Fantastic point. The only challenge we have in this case is that the Attorney General himself, a chance here
very well.
Normally, guess as some quarter and but he himself has decided to prosecute in the media and not the courtroom.
You open the Pandora.
You understand? So you are doing prosecution in the court of public opinion.
Yes,
not in the courtroom.
Very well.
So therefore, now if your basis of going to the court was the cyber security system, and this is the issues that have been that has come out, it makes your watertight case now. You understand? And I respect him. I respect him.
Office of the Special Prosecutor pay.
You see, and that was what I was saying, that the overall document was not a political document. For us, we think that it's supposed to be a litmus test to our anti-corruption fight. If oral fails, we are doomed.
Oral failure, we are basically inviting the intervention of a military takeover. Because the only hope we have now is in John Mohammed's democracy and his oral. If he said, "Oman deliver justice," there's no need for democracy. People will think so.
And you see, I don't cry. I don't know careful. Chairman Tahai, I'm sure that you would also be worried in there. Ochina, that's an amount of platform, an Attorney General amount of platform. I'm Crampo. There, the suspects, there is watertight evidence that the chairman of PNC has taken money from government and is doing ABCD. Mayaban.
Where there?
Because Attorney General has set the pace. That people can come and say things before being proven guilty before a court of competent jurisdiction. Article 19(2)(c) is clear. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
Okasa make a court for defamatory because in fact Okasa
exactly. But by the time you go to court and go through the defamation case, no matter say and sometimes at the end of the day, the people who will hear the end result of it will not be the same.
That's right.
That is why you are trying to protect. No. That is why you are trying to protect the image of the Attorney General, because at the end of the day, say issues now about with the information that we are getting, say about the crashing down, his credibility is at stake. And lawyer Aina, as you know, is one of the best lawyers that we know in this country.
Exactly.
And I strongly believe, say, and he also knows the jurisprudence that he found himself, that lawyers don't use social media and other things to advertise himself.
Well, I'm not sure that he's advertising himself.
Oh, but
I don't know. I think that he's bringing Ghanaians up to speed.
No, but is he the first Attorney General?
He's not. But Ghana for no,
you shouldn't let them push him. Godfrey Dame pushing people to court in daily basis, to force an arrest in daily basis, just crazy in daily basis. It is only at the court that the media asks them what happened in court today. That one or two statements they move. But I have never since he held press conference to brief us what he was doing. So yes, Obiano and the style of management. Maybe that's how you want to put it. But I strongly believe that as it stands now, since Dominic Ayeni, he was one of the first nominee of President Mama. Am I right?
Yes. The first three.
The first. And I'm saying the first three.
The first three.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and the anxiety was very excited. It seems the enthusiasm is coming down. And if you look at Musa Dankwa recent survey, it seems almost say Jomama percentage has dropped to 50 something.
It's dropped down.
And he said even though it's still okay, it's not because of Jomama as a person, but it's his government. And one of the cardinal areas that will make Jomama occupy the 73 or 71 percentage that we got, that Mr. Dankwa first research source, should be they should win more cases. More of the cases they have
they
to
should
win.
try thieves.
More of the cases they have to win them hands down. Away your friend saying, oh we ejuma. You could find my friend saying. Who's on Casa? On the 6th of August class no. And okoline a friend saying flower and a friend saying.
Flower.
Na Adum FM. Abena Ashore and I friend saying.
Abena no abe boy.
Abena.
That's a shere shere.
Interview no bisa no.
Tell what I go back.
Obisa no. Ebi se Satowale case na case crown no bisa no wo. On fi no.
I will go by tree and say Amara Saddam Hussein President Bush anamfo.
Do on fi no. I don't cry. Okwachi untumi baye ya kasa on few bia okofa Satowale baye ya kasa on Satowale kwa obaye no afa no koye video danase first no one no so onim no ba no via and the baye no did no but the second one
is stronger.
Second one okobaye no odanase anamwa ninia hanan mu nyina na echumu koye no on kasa akwa no on kasa go special man, special prosecutor, and the Dominican enough is enough. But the work between special prosecutor and the Dominican said special prosecutor, I say the law now, Nana is certain. I'm on the question every half year, so Obaba Brivi Ghana for Anambwa.
Yes, it's true.
So Obaba on the Ghana for D Kitahon, there who. How far he has done with his work. So you can call it yearly report or whatever. So I think
I don't put the chairman. So what do you make say every day? Anna and Kofu, you who see a prosecutor me too and count every hour can find home. Yeah, the end resource no. But some of the Becca said they be an end resource in and
you can inform us.
Yes,
but don't judge them.
One of the biggest cases, high profile cases, Dominic is handling that I am talking about. And then, Papa now can do boy case.
No, look, I 49 million.
49 million.
What Timuka say?
90 million.
Otimuko one estate got tough year die, Baku 27 and how many die? And this is another guy. One person. What you say? So I can tell you, even at the point I will say, you see the Eurocrat Tiska videos are capture them, and I'm also in a so if I don't know, and we need a case now.
What if a lady gives your worry with NSS? The rot. So I the bender.
Atames can some say the law is slowly but surely. Just, I want to end the Dr. Sirama and I present.
This election.
The deputy and I present.
Same side.
They should stop the media engagement and win cases. When they win cases, the media themselves will come. Akable,
we now will praise them.
And Aka FM Basemu Sumu Bopo Obi Oya call reporter mini, but Akable no Asampa later say or TV3 aya Oko court Oko call reportage all the time.
Every station has
yes. It is a BPA or court diameter and I'm one. You don't even need that to come and tell us this is how far the cases. So you already have the channel of communication. And so I think that somehow
General Secretary of NDC in Sukai. Be more than no political entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
And I must GCK massage leading and a delay process.
Now, okay, what have you?
And then you General Secretary of NDC.
What have we? Minia Dr. Yenoko issue statement we say you co investigate national organizer of NDC. And Abanga. Yes, I know. Yeah. Now, I don't know. Say, if institutions writing a letter to another institution, how did it find its way to the media? But that now, mom, that front page. Now, Obia found not too much. So kasa. Equasi. Wow. You have given tools to your opponent to fight to pains into your body. Because also prosecute Galamsey for any prosecute your own people that you said is to investigate them.
This question, Chairman.
Bisame.
In two Shesemia NDC.
What was this haze? No, what was the motive?
What did you question, Chairman? Shesemia NDC. Maybe two Abanima Mahama. Oh, Intino. See, Intiman to be unto my me, Behame pa.
Now, maybe Koya campaign, me Koya.
I'm going to join me.
Yeah, by John and
yes. And I'm going to join me. Some would PSC. Maybe a professional journalist, and Musu said, Ababa Kono Muame. So I needed to lead my followers to a different regime.
Absolutely.
The question, and say, we are sure so big, say, Kanufurata, like. Sanya NDC for car say we differ obey them there like hey I never see me find people like Kanufurata me be there 2 minutes like sanya mo cars we are sure pass here betcho
that say me kai say that was why you mistake hand me baba say they are Interpol back to friends FCI na friends CIA Interpol FBI Timi fa trick abi ba fa letter ba Ghana na Ghana police Ghana Interpol police ba yi ni ko isle go ko chichi ye kon for bebre e bi go ide mu ko but the issue Interpol ya who can offer that can offer that ni really catch that say
I'm sure
or not timi fa o so until fa na yare ni ko court and I said okay baby you know the woman made some statement around the month of is it May July you know okay baby huh say no kuru yare yes I no kai and so picture no nam
yeah I'm sure I say I can in the wife picture and something
Interpol la yes ya trigger no Interpol special producer council or trigger no and adana na Calvin Taylor can no say ohunu Ochana area order omoko hwe na na wako most man man for chemo go for that
I say na make am say chema o kan nyam kam so ntia
say say e go siga
e siga
e o man
ye chicken no for that
e go siga
nyega aga siga
o de trawe e be se ya chubu ya fa na ba dada na every loan can offer that obedi 6 and 7 years 7 years number 7.5 grams 7 years 3 months because we buy no guess for second and third quarter no second and third and fourth quarter no buy I mean Ansah until every loan every facility data bank until second offer that ni ho data bank mo ni ho ya go je iska
transactional advices
ya go iska no size go ze ko je
so data bank ni nganya ne dia he's a share
what's it
I think majority share
Ghana for your analysis omonim sikasanya sa the number of years now traffic of finance no institution here apo you offer ma enterprise insurance every government
insurance e be call
omoji STC and SIC state insurance
corporation
policies I can say aban koto cars and aban as insure any of aban nemano as exercise no ekodu enterprise the second of that Johnny Gaya I say I'm 5 million and fund to the properties. So okay, if you come, say it's about what are we looking for? It's about corruption and number.
To my the answer to properties. Usika win the answer to so.
This is not done.
Obega ni aba.
Now said the name Panaku. Didn't she try in an absentia?
Yes. And yes,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I mean, cause the same way.
The property was. The fear crowd.
Oh, NDC.
Yeah, Tim can say okay, fear there.
NDC na utimi.
Ko Tampa area. Enterprise properties or young fire and Entusu. Don't strip him naked.
That's why I do, Baba.
Oh, that will bring him.
No, make sure.
Before I came here, ECG for Bamfi.
ECG.
Once 1 year, some may be into a routine. And could be done. I into what bay time I will be. It could be that I'm time no behind you. I didn't want by early morning or sometimes a little bit early in the evening. No, so what banner was suspected or 1 hour for one and got one. You will light him from the main pool. You understand? That will force you to go after them.
Exactly.
That's what your man is talking about.
What do you say? No properties or huh?
Omunim.
This is your book. My money.
Yeah, what do the farm come?
And only you're not omni.
Entry, you see the properties or my abandon you could do say okay, one buy if you come as person. You have properties. Now
when I buy no here,
what are you going to trap?
Did we vote for the government to come and see?
I am not interested for a buying before or be a buying seeker. Dinu say or your father to jail. Now your mama increasing 5 Ghana cedis a day to feed such a person. You must retrieve scanner already or we are answer no jail.
They actually said they should amend that again.
Say a court only to take the penalties I want. I'm not interested in that. Now, no for no call and then they'll come and enjoy the wealth. And then what you say, or your corruption, they'll call jail. South Korea and North Korea. North Korea. You're traveling here, we're guilty. You're Yiri.
Former Minister for Agriculture. China. Sentencing it to death.
Yes, you have a cool bush of foreign so that nobody will be there to benefit, sir.
Start hearing them. Send a bush of and
North Korea.
No, me, I know so. Yes, I be cool, but
North Korea, they will deal with you, with your family.
Anyways,
North Korea in broad daylight,
that's fine, Chairman.
So the issue is. Here, what do you do? We didn't pay no Kwabena, sir. Or the Hokra, you know, your friends, Minia, a Paluco, Yoko, or Barocasi. No, already I'm free.
Chairman, yes, my Mr. Costi.
Bisame. No, I am a grand.
And no crack. Can Foriata and yet. Otu da crampo me crampo internet crampo be me. Can Foriata and yet will be a hidden no.
Yes.
Well, a whole public finance minister.
Yes.
For Ghana.
Before is an investment person.
Or America. America system means so about fingerprinting system.
Of course, you need better.
It's your baby. Now say you need a danger by new delay to bring him, especially when he's on the red alert of Interpol.
Okay, so your business person process say, have you sent your officers to go to American officers to go and track him and bring him? They are not getting him.
Like
because you fly there,
and sometimes the excuse.
Well, CIA and then for FBI
costs.
FBI, that means who discover spell over.
And because the excuse costs, and that is why I'm saying that the Attorney General itself should not engage in certain wastage.
America,
when it comes to certain issues, we want to recover loot, and you're already spending so much money on chasing after things and doing personal balloon country.
When the American government FBI needed frozen food import now, no what temana or is legon no. Yet the FBI free America baba Kagana Nana for no yakochuno. Yes, America for no buy straight no ko Islam ko no. You the local police car hoyere no ko arrest.
And answer omwana eka ora. It's already dia maintain no. Omorefia na. Sometimes when you force that because ebia na nkrofobia. It was a sorry brand no. Ebia they have been placed into positions. And as Skaba was sema usual fight maybe I won't be
David because no that's not it.
What is it?
The oral committee was set up, they executed their work, presented their report. Presented their report to His Excellency the President, and the President has referred it to the Attorney General.
And I'm just saying, they've been placed into positions. I don't move position on Makasa Bebrino.
No, but as of now, all the team have done their work. They present to the President.
I'm talking about NDC from pending for opposition. Ekasa be mo to da consultant radio so can be see e be chia kronfo no. Mr. President cry dem say the referee so ka so be chi na bi me kai no. Sir, the crack run the same.
No crack run the my Attorney General and that own person on my because I was court. That's the president with the court on his own. He's not representative. That's about the court.
No, I'm quiet. It's a 7 day.
Only you didn't follow me, bro.
Let's pampering the leader. Let's say one yard to be a you
cannot fight the fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, and now I'm going to resign. Simple.
Masa, Mamakacho, Ninti at Twabano. And yes, will be a mere new. Yencha confront to me to me to about Mama Hamo. But no, me, ya Twabano because Encrophobia will pull to Ghana. They have plundered the state.
Feminine.
Open inflation 1%. Now per petrol no manimna 1 cedi.
Me see.
Meba open kura per cedi no ye no 1 to 1. One chia confirm ya ntuma we will deal with you.
Omo discard with mra. Ebi before. Omo discard enemra. Omo di mra discard. Omo di law. Yeah law no. Nti wo be no. Who quarter? No, the law over there, or the law there.
It's going to for that and why you come camera in America. America cameras in there. They capture say
they are almost sure of the thing.
Oh, but you see, more than yourself.
Whatever 8 years, 4 years, 4 years, ah, this is a Dapper on a number. This is a Dapper number. You go crash at your say. Remote as I trust a fat doctors, but then you are before you go special position council or the doctor that come out
lawyer to say for no good down $12 million pack public account committee a million to auditor general report say ye yanyashi if you don't know evidence no ye like and I mean lawyer until I can question like what do I need say me say ye $12 million your coin so signboard in points wo no pa coin na mo now catch them say like I tell you
pastor no order cathedral
so what has happened to the sky training show
on guys will be at the route
to be there so I go say
and now it looks like when people are arrested at you could know we just want some die
until you know we say I can't want it
I'm a Kenya NBC general secretary Kenya political entrepreneurs no we
I'm one of patch please buy for
what you do to me
men they are also milking
and it looks like they are being also selective around certain people because how come there you are trying someone within a ministry under a ministry Ghana has secretariat Ukuta budget. No secretariat has a budget. It's a ministry that has the budget. And it's the Signals Bureau. It's under National Security Ministry under the NPP. They had a National Security Ministry. This case, Kandapa, it's not part of it.
Meanwhile, it's not part.
Mafia taxes.
It's not part of the suit. Sunday, say state or do state evidence will provide evidence. The national security is able to tell us that this is a budget, and we even release this budget to National Signals Bureau to procure this. They are not part of this suit. The current national security is not part of this situation. So who is supposed to be the who supports the seat, the witness in these cases,
to give evidence as to manner. I was supposed to buy ABC.
So people are untouchables.
When you be there about Razuko, I don't know what you did. Or see the most media and GH are problematic. We are talking without fact. You see, yeah, I'm saying, which one are we saying without facts? Now, someone no cry, no crooning, why should we be? You see, that's just the thing. We call the crooning color at the form is ready. Omni classroom.
No, I was saying that every loot which is not covered, which is not recovered, represents a school that has not been built, represents a hospital that is not completed, and represents youth who are not employed. Because it's kind of one employed government travel. Yes. It's kind of one able to complete certain hospitals. It's kind of one able to make certain schools. But this money is in certain people's pockets. They are making money out of it, and we are failing to prosecute an agenda to recover all the loot. And we are interested in press conferences.
Last night. According to the I say Dr. whole press conference concerning KGL
acquisition.
I did see an KGL sponsor. Yeah, of sponsor day. Parliament and Lego Stadium. Speaker of Muna Kobe. Honestly, jumping say no chairman, Chief Justice. I mean, Chief Justice. Kobe. Chairman, just to back KGL, Abna KGL. Quite Casa Paka. Who tell you who take?
First, I please say my 74 Mr. My patrol helps to treat typhoid fever, kidney infection, hepatitis B, abnormal pain, STDs, ahodo. Fred na Kwajodia 0246073498. Sickle cell anemia patient, Madrupane. In boost herba mixture, a boat manipaquani jinabrani, a boost immune system, Yankai Emawe. Na kwako pebi ebeboa pa 0246208496 metramo se lakias na eguso mesramo a 1 Ghana cedi kosi 5000 ultimate wodo Ghana card na akoyanim ana se obi won mod ni momo wodo momo wo so a woni Ghana wodo card na eno ano no na chese obetimi so atibi amobi obehunu a na odem nti lakias de Enwa anediji any epikakra egwe botum. You can win 500 times over. Is the best for you. Obetimide ohu abom. Midin do tudako. Lawyer Tudazi by JCPP General Secretary, Chairman Awingobet PNC, National Chairman. Also your Exporters and Importers Association of Ghana. Quantity for penny. Near can you say abai say your dog. You see, I say we've grown love for people who like praise singers. There be and wabain and on a haku for wabain. And your man call you cross in and now yard there be. So far abai we are yard be 90%, but 10% in so you better than now near Crawford cow grounds and say Mr. President and Crawford intimate you to a home. You did say a process. But process a chance why you kaimo. Mr. Moa, Munya Eduma, MIN. Chairman now can be a time so you need give us for a battery como. CSO for no. To couldn't quite now, I'm free for meeting. But to say, I'm paying free. Say CSO should come tomorrow to say I know the with the same committee. We now best settle score. And take catch to go and say on Chairman took on over the number. On Nyamna meka chiro tukono. Me say catch nipa no no. Tukono o number me na meka njo tukono. Oma you are one of my penny president of Ghana with the same committee so. Onye ni patwa. Dabi. Odifa aye krado enti no. Odifa aye krado. But Charlie, yanko so anya gidi e President Mahama bibia be fine. President Muhammad Yakono nka bibia contis na aka no mo ya de bom mabaso mo aka kakra so no ye bekoso abomachidom se ne be ya mbetimi aye adepa ye pese Ghana fo o man na ye de ahyemonsa no mo tena so che na mo ye Ghana yi enu nti na ye kan se me se ne odo ana obetufu nti ne ye kan is because we love you so much mo bia mfa na bufu
na yenye ni yi na affect o man Ghana odifo
agora
na what's the name? Who do to agree?
Oh, I don't know about I was a Ghana no anko yi so a munipa no asetena be enti na mani ye ni kanko na enti we say na anyway ma me ma munyina atwo na me ma makwaba enfamba akra 100.5 FM ne yawo eda citizen show ne